What's up, you guys? How you guys doing today? This is Mr. Gigi from the Men's Daily Advice and Encouragement channel. Men's Daily Advice and Encouragement channel. Make sure you guys click that like button. I really appreciate it. Click the subscribe button. Help your boy get those subs up. I highly appreciate it. Thank you guys for joining the stream today. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. My my subs actually started going like increasing, man. Like shit, I hit that 1,000, man, and then on top of that, whenever you actually say real ass shit on here, man, sometimes they'll go ahead and actually not put your stuff in the algorithm, or they will go ahead and give you strikes or whatever the hell. I don't know, man. It's just how this is. You guys make sure to do me a favor. Make sure you guys engage in the chat. I would appreciate it. Let me know too if you guys can hear me loud and clear. I would like to know that. So then therefore, I can actually make any type of adjustments, any type of fixes, repairs, whatever the fuck I need to do. You understand? So let me know if you guys can hear me loud and clear. I believe I can. I believe you guys can, because I got another device here. Let me check this other device. I always like to make sure that if I'm doing this right now, if somebody don't type in the chat, oh, homie, we can hear you. Guess what? I could be sitting up here doing this shit on mute mode. That shit's like really fucking humiliating. It is, so. Anyways, without further ado, I want to talk about, and I'm streaming live on both YouTube and TikTok today. It's my first time doing it on TikTok. I don't know how many people are on TikTok that's going to possibly see it. I know my regular subs who are on YouTube may see it. So we're going to see, because I'm using another streaming software. We're going to see how this thing rolls out today. If you guys would like to join the stream, I did actually put a link inside of the chat. You guys are welcome to join the stream. Bring your asses up here. You can bring your coffee. I'm drinking my coffee this morning. You can bring your beer, your shots, a Patron, whatever the fuck you do. And that's it. That's it. Okay. So anyways, I want to thank my audience, thank my people who actually did support me, help me get that reach up to over 1,000 subs. I appreciate that. It was a struggle, man. It was a struggle trying to get there, man. Trying to get the subs. I appreciate it, man. But yeah, I got it up there, So yeah, click on the link. You guys share the link with your friends, your family, whatever the fuck, whoever can help you guys, because me, I'm not going to sugarcoat none of this shit. I'm just going to be brutally honest as much as I can, no matter who's comfortable with it or not. Okay, all right. So this is another MGTOW early coffee moment, where I share some adventurous things that I have experienced. I might step out and rewarm my coffee up periodically from time to time. Okay. But we're going to see, you guys see the thumbnail with the lady and all those pandas surrounded by that lady. Okay. So the name of today's topic is, are men becoming panda bears in desperation of female validation? Okay. If you've seen the community tab, go to my community link and you will see it. Are men becoming panda bears in desperation of female validation? What do I mean by panda bears? I'm talking like Captain Saberhose. These guys' capes are flapping hard in the wind, where if you say or do anything to a woman and call her ass out on their bullshit, Captain Saberhose will come in and say, hey, you're not about to say that, or you're not supposed to do that. What the hell is wrong with you? Let me go ahead and flap this cape real quick. So he'll flap the cape in the wind, and he'll come to the rescue and stop you from calling her out on her bullshit. I just recently experienced that shit. I experienced it both on TikTok, and then I also experienced it in real life. I was on a TikTok about 4 or 5 in the morning, Central Standard Time, and there was a guy who invited me to the stream. I came onto the stream, And when I came in there was another gentleman, and he was venting his story out about how a female actually, had did him wrong, and she owed him a lot of money. I think it was like $24,000. Okay, but he broke up with her. He broke up with her. Apparently, I'm just gonna play devil's advocate. Let's just say that she left his ass. Okay, so she left his ass. She went out cock hopping, and she got a new guy. But apparently, from what I've gathered, the guy still got feelings for the woman. Okay, but he keeps in contact with her. Okay, I don't know why. Okay, so what ended up happening is, I listened to the story, or whatever, but there was about three, four females on this one, right? And the moment us guys tried to get a word in, the host, right? He's a panda bear. He came in, cut us off, muted us, and let all the females talk to this man to give him advice from a male's perspective. Isn't that a bitch? Right? So I'm sitting back like, what the fuck is the point of me being in this fucking show? You understand? What the fuck is the point of me being here if you're gonna put your cape on and save these whores? You understand? And so what ended up happening is, I got on and I told him in the chat, hey, eventually I would like to speak, because we'll listen to the guy go on the story, but he's letting all these goddamn women speak, right? Let the guys come in. And so the guy ended up saying, man, that stuff like he wanted to get married and have kids, and then also too, he don't know why she's still trying to contact him on TikTok and all this shit or whatever. So I spoke up. The host, the Panda Bear, let me do it. And I came in, I had to tell him the truth, man. I said, listen, whenever you break up with any woman, no matter if she left you, left her, you cannot, under any circumstance, remain friends with her. Okay? And the reason why you guys can't do that is because there's always going to be one person that's going to have more emotional feelings and investment still existing compared to the opposite person. Okay, that's a dark truth. Right? That's a red pill truth bomb you need to swallow. Okay, and digest inside the system. Okay. And I told him about the 24 grand that she owes him. Because she keeps throwing up the guy of what he's doing for her and things like that, right? And he's saying she's owed us money. I gave my perspective, and I said, well, listen, 24 grand. I would have actually brought an attorney, right? Got an attorney based on either a contingency fee or a flat fee. Let's say, I don't know. Let's say 4 grand, okay? Because she owes him 24 grand. Well, I took the 24 grand, gave it to the attorney, had the attorney file the motion, right? To actually get the money back either in small claims court or what have you. Most small claims court nowadays you can represent yourself. Okay, I recommend if you can just get an attorney. But what I'd have done is kept every conversation after the breakup strictly for business. Okay, so he said, well, she's a narcissist. And she's giving this narcissistic type of attention, and I said, man, listen, when it comes to narcissists. And of course, when I was talking, other females started coming in and rudely trying to cut me off and everything. And he wouldn't say anything; he just let the shit happen. And I said, when it comes to narcissistic women, and when it comes to narcissistic people, okay, you cannot communicate with them at all. Okay, I'm going to get around how to communicate with them, but you have to limit your communication, especially if you got kids or money or a business you're sharing. In this guy's particular case, I told him there's a method called the Gray Rock Method. What is the Gray Rock Method? Gray Rock Method is very simple. When you got this narcissistic twat, right? Because remember, they love both narcissistic supply of both negative and positive supply. They take it, drink it, go, 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 go. Every time you yell at them, scream and holler, every time you actually show them positive energy or anything like that, that's all narcissistic supply. narcissistic fuel. They drinking that shit up. Boop, 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 boop. And what he didn't see was she was trying to triangulate him. That means that she was trying to hold on to the other guy, the new supply, but use him as plan B supply. That's called a triangulation method. And narcissists are famous for that. They do it in business, they do it in families, they do it in relationships, all that. But the number one method you have to use that is very powerful, and I thought it was a joke, but I used it multiple times, and it does work. And it's called the gray rock method. What is the gray rock method? It's pretty much that every conversation you have with the narc, you're not going to let them know what's going on in your life, what's been going on. It's going to be dull, boring, unexciting. Everything is straight to the point. Okay, so if he's talking about, why do you always talking about the money? Well, I just want my money. Oh, okay, cool. And then while she's blowing them off, whatever, she doesn't know this, but behind her back, right, you're filing motions in court, you're talking to the attorneys, you're getting all your paperwork, all your documents ready, right? You're getting all your evidence, all the shit she's talking bad at you about online and on TikTok and shit. You gather all that shit, right? Gather it up, because you got to build your case, so then when you present it to the judge, it's going to catch her off guard. What? You would actually record me? And you goddamn right I would. I want my money back, bitch. The relationship is over. Shit. And then the Panda Bear, when I was telling them that, hey, I don't recommend marriage, and then also too, how to handle this, Panda Bear came in and he said, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not against marriage, okay? And we need to let these other women talk, right? And I'm like, dude, I've only had maybe a couple minutes to say something, and he still let the women hold the stream. He said, well, we always talk about women and everything, and I just want to go ahead and talk about the men. Let's talk about the men, and I don't like talking about the women. So what I did, this is what I did. I had to do my own investigation, okay? And shout out to my boy Roger Spice in the chat. Good morning to you, Roger Spice. Roger Spice said, "Tone police simp boys." Yeah, Captain Save-A-Hoes. They will save these bitches every goddamn time. And so, as I was explaining to this man what to do, because this man, he was feeling bad, you guys. He was going through emotions and shit like that. Okay, and he was just venting out his story. He let that man talk, and there was a rude bitch that came on there. I don't understand, and she wasn't talking to necessarily me, she was talking to the other guy. I don't understand. He needs to be more sensitive and emotional to her, and I don't understand why is he doing this, and he needs to be more sensitive and practice his words. What the fuck are you talking about? The guy had his heart broken. He lost 24 grand. What for is sensitive emotional? You need to be to some bitch you did him wrong. You understand? And he's letting her go on about it instead of just calling him out and calling that bitch out and say, hey man, let the man talk. And she let her go on until I said something, man. And then she was like, well, he needs to get off the screen. He needs to get off this screen. Okay. And so when she told me he needs to get off that screen and everything, I jumped in and immediately said, listen, I like your screen. I like this man mentoring. I would love for this man to stay on. I don't want him off of here. And I just left it as that. And the guy spoke up for himself finally and said, yeah, I'm not doing anything. I don't know what's going on. And then finally, I guess, the Panda Bear moved. Okay. And then, but after that, the Captain Save-A-Hoe Panda Bear he kept letting more females interject, but not allowing it being what we call a balanced, even dialogue, to where we can actually have more balanced dialogue. Does that make sense? All right, got more people joining the chat. It is my boy Neo Wolf. What's going on with you, homie? Woo, 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 woo. All right. Gold Pill Neo Ranger. I like that name. Gold Pill Neo Ranger. What's going on, Ruff? How you doing, man? It's really good to see you, man. You actually made it here. Thank you so much. I don't understand why the fuck TikTok don't make the links clickable when you send them. You gotta literally recopy the link, put it on a separate, platform or whatever, like notebook and shit, and then make the link clickable, or post it in the searches. And I don't know. But yeah, you would think every link that TikTok you can actually send every third party link, it should be clickable, in my opinion. So good to see you, Neo. Whoop too. You guys are more than welcome to join the stream. I appreciate it. Link is up there too. I put the link up there. Make sure you guys too. Make sure you got a good avatar or a good photo of yourself. You understand? Before you join. If you decide to join. And I'll let you guys in. But the top topic is: are men becoming panda bears and Captain Save a Hose? Right? Just for the desperation of female validation. Okay. But the guy, he didn't have enough balls, right? He didn't have enough balls to actually just cut the communication off, man. He just didn't. And the other host, he didn't have enough balls to actually do anything. I don't know what it is. I got another, I got another message in there and said, "Go Peel Neo, my bro, salute." That's right. What's going on? Getting more messages in there. Thank you. I appreciate you guys engaging inside of the chat. We also got my boy that said, "Yeah, man, I'm shadow banned." Wow, where are you shadow banned from, man? How are you shadow banned? Okay. And then he said, "We have to let simps know we will not do business with them. We will not support any of their simphood." I call them Captain Save a Hose. I'm used to Captain Save a Ho, Panda Bear ass motherfuckers, right? I'm gonna tell you more about my little investigation I did on that son of a bitch. Okay, thank you. And here is an additional one. It said, "Go Pill Neil, they always censor the best." Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I got two strikes. I got two strikes. So yes, they always censor. You understand? I don't know what it is, but that's just what it is. Let me see if I can bring my boy in. Are you here, buddy?
Yep.
Okay, where are you at? I don't know.
I'm okay. So I'm gonna. Yeah, it's actually my first time on this app. It kind of reminds me of StreamYard a little bit.
I understand, man. I understand. Yeah. Let me see. Can I? Let me see. Double on here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just trying to play around with it. Had a lot of fun with this shit, man. And yeah, it's been pretty cool with me and everything. So I haven't had much
Mm-hmm.
issues though. I'm trying to see if I can bring you on. Let me see here. Can I back it on it? Let me see.
Oh, you're trying me on the panel?
Yeah, I'm trying to bring you on. I can hear your voice. Shit. Try to
Hmm.
see. Yeah. Let me see here. But yeah, yeah, I'm trying to bring you on and shit, man. Hell, I don't know. Shit. I'm still fucking around with this shit anyway, man. Anyway, how's your day going, man?
Just I've just been chilling all day. I had to do a little bit of work under my unemployment because it's off season, and
Yeah,
chat with my girl before she went to bed, and
I see. Uh-huh.
yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
now I'm just chilling my day away.
I see. I see. Got you. Yeah. Yeah. What I'm. Yeah. I was just sitting back, man, and I was talking about there's a difference between TikTok, and YouTube, and shit like that. But there's a lot of similarities, But I had to learn on TikTok because I'm still fairly new to the motherfucker, and that is some damn reason. I don't know what it is. You got to be careful. A lot of guys on there, they Captain Save a Hose, man. They will save these bitches and they and put them on very, very, very extremely high pedestals. Okay?
Yeah, man. I mean, they're fucking everywhere here too, man. I mean, almost every state,
Yeah.
and a lot of them are corn addicts.
Hmm.
Yeah, just the majority of them are either corn addicts or bisexuals.
Wow.
Once they get their hands on corn, it's like done, dude. They get into some other crazy shit. They end up getting used by feminist women. It's here in the States. It's like I've seen it. It's like a whole you know in 2025. It's like male depravity is like a whole time high. I mean,
Uh-huh.
you got fucking tranny flags in public towns here. Where I live. You get I see see a fucking rainbow flag there, and a tranny flag in a guitar store that I used to go to.
He said I used to go to. Yeah, I mean, well, I had to learn from JFK Gomez, okay, on TikTok. And low key, he had to expose a couple guys on there who were talking shit on the Passport Bros. And here on this channel, we are allies of the Passport Bro movement, allies of global travelers. Okay, here we're MGTOW. We actually, one thing we share in common with them is the fact that we've checked out of society and we don't agree with a lot of society standards. You understand? But Captain Saberhole, right? They're still out there or whatever, right? No matter if they're in, out of the closet, doesn't matter. These guys out here will make a lot of excuses for these women's bad behavior and bad decisions. Okay, and we're 100% against that shit. We don't want that to happen, But unfortunately, there's a lot of that shit going on. And the investigation I did this morning. It was this morning. I was up at 5 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. this morning. All right. And I don't know why. I was just up and I checked. And so far on TikTok, I'm starting to like it because usually out of nowhere, you and a couple guys will send me some good ass videos. And I look up, man, and I'll just wake up. Got to run the restroom. I look, I'm like, damn, what the hell you just sent me? And I just press play. I'm like, oh, damn, this is some real shit, So the investigation that I did, I don't know. Can you hear me, buddy?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you good.
The investigation.
Am I on the live stream?
I believe so.
Okay.
But I don't see why in the world is not allowing you to show up on it. I have no idea why.
Yeah, I got my camera off, so it's just audio for me.
Okay, yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I seen your camera flashing on and off, but it's usually supposed to bring you on regardless if you have a camera or not. Now it's just showing just me talking on there. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And as it's just showing me just talking on there, right, or whatever,
Really?
right? It's not bringing my guest on. I just don't.
Okay.
I don't see why. Whatever. I don't know. I have no idea. Let me see. Let me go back to the chat. Let me see. And but the investigation I did, is if you want to, you can exit out, see if you come back in, and then see if it re-adds. Okay. All right, so you can try that too. It's usually supposed to add you right here real time on the screen. I don't know why it's not. But anyway, so the investigation I did was after during the stream I was talking to that motherfucker, and as I was talking to that pussy, what the fuck you thought happened?
Wait, what was his name?
What's his name, man? I forgot that guy's name. I forgot the guy's name, and I think his name was Cooking or some shit. Cooking something, whatever. And I looked at his following, and surprise, surprise. Guess what the majority of his following was? You ready?
Well, yeah, yep.
It was like, I think he had like over 5,000 followers, and she had about 5,000 of them. And the majority of them were all just women on there. And yeah, all women. Yeah, the majority of them. So I went to a fellow MGTOW on my channel, Rebel Against the Feed, 2.0. Shout out to him. Hopefully he's in the chat and shit. And then a couple other guys, Donald John. Shout out to him. And this other guy too, named Ferocious MGTOW too. And one thing we had talked about too, and Jay Fleming, shout out to him, Passport Bro Jay Fleming. And we all had one thing in common. We said that if we got on YouTube, if we got on Rumble, if we got on TikTok and talked about, yeah, girl, God's gonna send you a man and shit, and you should be fine. You can get as fat as you want to, and nobody can judge you and shit. And no, them man shouldn't be saying anything bad about you, girl. You're the best in the world or whatever. Man, we would have thousands of followers, thousands of subs. I would have probably been got monetized by now and shit, right? If I'd have said that every female is a victim and all that dumb shit or whatever, right? I would have got paid like a motherfucker. Jay Fleming said though, man, he said, yeah, I would have not only got monetized, he was talking about himself. He said my Cash App and my PayPal would have stayed full of donations. It's pretty fucked up, isn't it?
Yep.
And I had no idea. I had no idea. I had no clue. I had no clue.
Bro, I am so aching to leave this freaking satanic matrix, man. It's been 7 months since I came back,
Yeah.
and I have to say for these past 7 months, it's been a very difficult journey for me. I had to file my a K-1 visa and do all these mental and physical gymnastics since I don't have a car, and I rode my bike the whole time, which actually it's electric bike, so I actually have more freedom to go anywhere I want, so it didn't really bother me that much until the cold weather set in. But yeah, I'm just everything right now. I'm just a waiting process, and I'm waiting for my trip to come, and I have to, you know, I pretty much planned at least 95% of the trip, including the Airbnbs and one-way tickets. But it's like it's in the Philippines, it's one-way tickets like around $30 to $40.
You
It's a
said
pretty good deal.
you said a one-way ticket to the Philippines was
I mean,
30.
in the Philippines, if you arrive in Manila or anywhere, usually domestic flights they cost you about around $30 to $60. But I
Yeah.
actually got a good deal for my purchase from Boston to Tokyo, actually. So I think the total was around 852. Yeah,
Yeah,
$852.
that sounds
Um, I think it also includes check baggage. Hopefully, just one check baggage. And well, here's the catch though. So I'm going to
okay.
be landing in Narita Airport, and I have to go all the way across Tokyo
Mhm.
to depart at the Hanada Airport. So
Okay.
I got, let's see. So I also got a what's it called? It's a detour. So I got 8 hours, to kill basically. So I'm gonna take the subway across Tokyo and browse around a little bit for hours and hours, and then just get back to go to Hanada and then hit yeah. So it's gonna be for me. It's like I'm doing like a short little tour.
Mhm.
Yeah, it would be nice to just maybe spend at least a week here. But what sucks is I barely know any Japanese. I know like certain phrases, and like sumimasen and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's just everything. Like I'm watching a Tokyo tour, just all around the city basically, just to get a visual head of, because this is really different. This is like everything's just so close to close to each other, right?
Correct.
Compared to the states, where the states is when you're looking across another house from you, it's basically what like five 500 to 1,000. I don't know. My footage, it's kind of shit, but it's everything's like long distance. Everything's so far from each other. But
Yeah, I stepped away for a bit. I wanted to warm up my coffee real quick and everything.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. Because this is my early morning coffee moment. But what I wanted to say is, I had a brother of mine that told me, and a couple guys that told me that that's like a interesting app where instead of booking 100%, straight tickets there, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you can do is book individual tickets. Like, for example, if I book a ticket from here to, I'm in Kansas City, Missouri. So I book a ticket from here, from Kansas City, Missouri to, I don't know, Atlanta, Georgia. It's going to be one set small fee. Okay, cool. Now from there to, let's say, I don't know, Tokyo, Japan, or fucking South Korea, that's going to be one set fee, right? And
Yeah.
or and then from there to Metro Manila or Cebu,
Yeah.
that fee. But once you do the math, how much it costs for one ticket for all that shit, you usually will save easily around $400. You understand?
That's dope.
I don't know if you agree with that or not.
Oh wait. You mean for 400?
Yeah,
So
on an average, like if you do it that way,
yeah,
like book individual tickets,
yeah.
individual.
Oh right, yeah.
If you book individual tickets, you know, then you can actually save some money that way, But you have to kind of play with the tickets, and it depends on the company who actually is making the promotions, you know,
Yeah.
United Airlines, Alaska, Delta,
Yeah.
whatever you're using or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, but you could save a few dollars that way, just booking just individual tickets,
Hmm.
but
Yeah.
you know, in my case, I did more research, because I'm right here in the center of the state. So what I would have to do is I book a ticket and come from Kansas City, where I'm at, right, to San Francisco, and then I go from San Francisco, you know, all the way over or Washington, straight over to Metro Manila. You understand? All right.
Hmm.
Because I just want one stop.
Yeah, it's
That's it.
quite a stretch though. I like usually use an airline like Korean Air or Japan Airline, and I like so I'm taking a flight from Boston all the way to Tokyo, which is a very
Mhm.
very steep flight. Like sometimes it would take me to fucking like San Francisco or Los Angeles, and then it would take me to Asia sometimes. Or they get one of those individual flights. But I
Uh,
love the feeling when I'm in the airplane, dude. When I'm like, I always look at the destination map where the airplane is,
yeah.
and like I just wait so long to just get across the United States map, and I'm just like, oh, it's like I'm looking that relief to just finally get out of the matrix, while I'm on the plane.
I like how you use the term satanic country. My buddy Jay Lyon, shout out to him. I don't know if he's watching or not, but he actually calls this Babylon country. He calls
It
it Babylon,
is.
the country of Babylon. and
Everything's based on ancient Mesopotamian fucking Nimrod's old kingdom, or and all his knowledge and corrupted wisdom. I mean, fucking guy, man. A lot of people don't even know that he was born on December 25th. So
yeah,
when you celebrate, it don't matter what you're celebrating. If you're celebrating that particular day, yeah, you're celebrating Satan. You're celebrating fucking cannibalism, grape, freaking murder, genocide. You know what I mean? That's why I stopped bothering with these fake ass pagan holidays.
wow,
Where
unbelievable. And tell us what happened. What what did you witness? You say you went to a guitar store and you started seeing rainbow flags and all types of shit in there. You know,
yeah, dude, all the guys, dude, I can to be
it was
honest, they're the type of dudes that if they ever meet a those are the types of dudes that would settle for a single Filipina. Like all of them. They're all a bunch of fucking rainbow cucks, man. I mean, even like, yeah, man. Even if they get sick of their rainbow queer women, in the states, and they might be more open to, Asian women, but their role is like so reverse. Like I heard some freaking cuck would prefer to be in the feminine role, where it's just kind of weird, man. This
let me
country,
ask let me
yeah.
ask you this. Let me ask you this. Do you think, because I talked to guys from Colombia, Brazil, and guys who go to Thailand, do you believe if you introduce any of those guys to a group of feminine and cooperative Filipinos that is 24 hours, always in a feminine, do you think that will humble the shit out of their ass and change their whole mind?
Oh,
It'll
I would, yeah, actually,
blow them
but
out of the water.
yeah, it would, but at the same time, like it's only rare individuals that would be able to cross the this threshold, because we've already seen a lot of dudes freaking fell in the threshold, like this last old expat that got divorce raped by this 28, 29 year old pro. I actually heard just she used to be a pro, and I don't know, she's already post well, so it's like, I mean, it's like it's not even a fucking big deal to me. Like I look at everything as face value, man. Black and white.
I see. I see. Man, it's the fuckery, man, doesn't have any limits. The way I got humbled when it came to the passport bro movement. Carlos Red, shout out to him. He's a YouTuber, and he's the TikToker on Society of, I guess, Blue Book Men. And what ended up happening was, I was a jaded motherfucker. I just assumed that every single woman was the same. Me and a lot of other MGTOWs, we assumed that every single woman's the same. Because a lot of us went through divorce. I've never been married. I'm traumatized. I did a video on it on how I was traumatized and scared as fuck of marriage. Like to this day, I'm scared. I'm scared of the motherfucker. Okay, I've seen too many guys go through divorces. Too many guys get hit for child support. My own mother got child support from multiple states, and my dad had to fucking pay. And I didn't find out. I didn't find out none of this shit until I got older. You understand? And it was a lot of what I call blue pill brainwashing.
Oh Lord, yeah.
Yes, yeah, and I
actually went through that too back in the.
I was like 12 years old, 14 years old, and I was a pussy. I was a straight pussy, and why is dad doing that to mom? And she ain't right until I found out my mother was a scandalous bitch. She was a whore. Yes, and she did bad, really, really fucking bad. Now, me and my dad, we never got along, but I'm one of those guys diplomatically concede. I look at things this way: disrespect is disrespect. Respect is respect.
Yeah.
No matter what our disagreement is, feelings are towards each other, color your skin, religion, don't matter. Respect is respect. Disrespect is disrespect. And she disrespected the fuck out of him. She left him for another guy, right? Got married, and then got child support from both Missouri and Kansas. I'm in Kansas City, Missouri. I'm on the Missouri side. She got child support from both Missouri and Kansas, and forced had my dad actually pay for both states. And there's a bonus: try to have him pay child support though, right? For the kids that she had, for the kids she had with another man in a whole nother state. This was back in the day when DNA testing wasn't even out, okay?
Oh Lord.
That red pilled me about females in the law. That let me know if my mother is liable to do that shit, there's no telling how many other bitches are fucking around and do that shit either. You understand that? There's no telling. There's none at all. Let me go to the chat real quick. I don't want to be rude because people are putting lots and lots of information in. And my boy, let's see, my boy Roger says, notice the rainbows care too much about our business, man. Yes, they do. They care a lot. They care a lot because you're not supposed to expose the truth. Okay? All right? You're not supposed to give God the solution of, man, get your passport and leave. You're not supposed to do those things. You are supposed to stay here and just shut up and deal with it. That's it. All right? I've also put the link up too. If you guys would like to join the stream, I appreciate it. Roger Spice also said, "Glad you escaped the Matrix, bro." I think he's talking about you. Okay, he's complimenting you. He's glad that you have escaped the Matrix. So yes, congratulations on Wolf. He actually is either escaping or on the verge of escaping. Right? You've already been to the Philippines multiple times, right?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, there it is.
3 times.
Yes. And your mind got blown out of the water. And at that point, you decide. What did you decide? You know what? I will never date these bitches ever in my life ever again. When did you make that decision? What year? I want to hear
What year? I think I met my. Oh, actually, this wasn't just my girl, but I went through just different steps.
Okay.
So I met a guy on TikTok. His TikTok name was Gold Pillar. So, and he gave me a suggestion I should just use this Thai friendly app. So like, all right, I'll give it a go. And so I put myself up there. I put because I was also working out back then, fucking training hard, and I would, I, you
Is
know,
this the
take
guy right
pictures of
here?
himself playing.
Is that the guy right
Oh,
here? Neo?
well, this was, yeah, it was a little before that, and I realized that a lot of the Thai women, I mean, they're feminine, but I realized a lot of red flag, and especially with a lot of freelancers, and fortunately, my fiance actually met me there, so she was one of the few Filipinas that uses the app, as a as an optional tool. And I was talking to three other girls too, other than her, so I had four options, and I had to um, vet every single one of them, cut one by one, and
Okay.
I literally just made the best decision in my life, dude. Fucking
Wow.
never went back.
The fact you had options, that's the biggest thing. You had options. Okay. There was a guy named Peter. I think I'm going to share his video today. And Peter is in Cebu. He's an older man. He's in the 70s, older white guy. And he said his interview took off. I think that shit had like fucking 1.2 million views on that shit. Man, he said a lot of these YouTubers are not telling you the God honest truth of what's really happening in the Philippines, and they're not living the life that I'm living, and that is that I'm actually have 8 girlfriends, and I'm having a sexual relationship with all 8 of them.
That's
And
disgusting, man.
he got shitted on in the chat. And so in the interview, he was like, well, how is that possible or whatever, right? And he said, believe it or not, these women in the Philippines are willing to do that. And he's like, okay. But he said, here's the deal. The catch is that he wants to settle down with one. Okay. So what he did was he said, okay, I had to make a determination for myself. Uh, and that is that if I make this determination, I
Uh,
have to figure out though which one of the 8 that I have to settle down with, and
hmm
all of them there's no jealousy. Everything is cool with it. And he said, so I feel like The Bachelor. You know how The Bachelor is. And he said it
Yeah.
is true. It is 100% true. You could fall in love with more than one woman, but the
hmm
decision is how to narrow it down to which woman that you wanted. And when he said it, I said that motherfucker's my hero. And so
hmm
he said he narrowed it down out of like the 8. He narrowed it down to 3, and then out of the 3, narrowed it down to 2, and then he got down to 1. And he said, and then on his new video, he said the reason he picked that
hmm
one, I think that one had like 800 something views or whatever, but he picked that one, and the reason why is
hmm
because out of the other ones, a lot of them they weren't good with money. You understand? A lot of them either asked for money, needed money, or whatever. They were great women.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
this particular woman, she actually gave him money and also too wanted to save him money. And all of his money that he was spending, he didn't have to take care of her family. She knew how to set up her own money to take care of her family, her responsibilities, her needs, plus to show him not to spend too much money, but how to save it. Because I guess in the Filipinos' mind, if you find the right one, she's going to want you to stay there as long as possible. So that's why she's going to want you to save as much money as possible. But yeah, but that's my perspective. And I really like Peter's interview.
You're actually right.
He
You're
was a
actually
real
right on
good.
that one.
Yeah.
My girl does the same thing. Yeah, she wants me to save. She doesn't she doesn't ask me for too much money because of financial guilt, and she doesn't want to devalue herself because gold digger culture is so common in the Philippines nowadays. Like a lot of gold diggers are on Pino Love and maybe Christian Filipina. Um, and it's like they're not even in the freaking states and they're already westernized.
I'm trying to tell you, yeah, scams left and right. The biggest. I was talking to another guy on TikTok. I forgot that guy's name, man. He was in the group too. I put him inside the group chat, and we were talking about. And man, I can learn a lot from you guys who've been in the Philippines or stay there. And this guy was an expat too, and I seen the passport bro movement was like very aggressive on TikTok, and I was asking him about how a person should navigate when they run into romance scams, real estate scams, business scams. Those are like the big 3. Um, because I was on Richie Rich Abroad's channel inside of his comment section, and he did a Friday night Q&A, and he's down in BGC area too in the Philippines, and we were talking about how it's one thing to vet your woman. Got it. We got that rock and roll. A lot of guys are stupid. They still rather give out money before they meet them, but they don't know how to properly navigate the real estate scams, right? Because a person can walk up to you, lie and say they own the property and all this other shit, right? Or the property management company, and then you hand them the money, they don't give you no keys, boom, and they take off and they're gone. The attorneys, they're usually a lot of them are into the scams also too, where they take your money and just run. It is insane. And this woman just did a video of over, I think, 30 people who got scammed in land.
Hold on. Yeah. I think that you're talking about. Yeah, she's pretty hot actually. I'm actually surprised why she's still single, and she's probably like in her late 20s.
Yeah, she is.
But
She's
yeah, I
beautiful.
still bang that. Yeah, I bang that. Like, even though she was kind of like a Christmas cake, on her way to a Christmas cake status. Um, yeah, I still smash that, but just the age thing, like it. Yeah, the reason why main reason is I picked my woman's age when I first met her was because I still want her to make healthy babies, you know, like right in the middle of the fertility cycle. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to deal with a Christmas cake who's already fucking 30 and can barely fucking produce any kids. Or sometimes even Japanese women who are Christmas cakes, some of them tend to have miscarriages.
I did some research, right, and I found out about the Philippines, which I found very, very, very telling. That I did a search in Southeast Asia, okay, all right, because and you guys listen on my channel. I encourage you guys before you go overseas, talk to fellow passport bros, talk to fellow expats, get as much advice you can. I'm telling you, and do your own research, do your own homework. It will save you thousands of dollars, headaches, dividends, things like that. This gentleman on here is lacing really good information, you guys. I want you guys make sure you click that like button as you come in, click the subscribe button as you come in. This is the Men's Daily Advice and Encouragement channel. Men's Daily Advice and Encouragement channel. This is Mr. GG Live. We're talking about are men in desperation to become panda bears for the desperation of female validation. Okay. Let me go to the chat real quick. We can get right back on topic. And one of my top moderators is here. Mr. Dacus, the navigator. What's going on with you, buddy? How are you doing, man? He says, see, that's why I'm glad I'm not married. Of course, you don't want to deal with the fucking burden. Okay. And I was telling him about, the Captain Save-A-Ho guy, right? And when I said, hey, I don't recommend marriage, he got defensive. Yes, the guy I was talking about earlier, he got very defensive. I'm 100% supportive of marriage and everything. And I said, no, I'm against it, in this country. And I want to go in detail and say this country. Wouldn't recommend it in this country. But I do recommend it if you go to another country where the laws favor men or laws favor both men and women equally. The laws here are very one-sided. You see where I'm at? But I wouldn't recommend you getting married as the default unless there's a benefit. And right now, there's no benefit from men. That's just what it is, But make sure you go to a country or a society where the laws favor the men or favor both men and women equally. It's not one-sided where if the bitch actually decides to go out and cock out and cheat on you, she's rewarded with your home. If you got, let's say 3 gas stations and own 2 Home Depots, right? She gets to take all that shit and leaves you with a gas station. She doesn't take cash and prizes at the end, and then she gets to ride off on the sunset with the guy she cheated on you with and then leave you high and dry, taking 50% to 90% of everything that you have worked your ass for, or if you got it into an inheritance your family gave over to you. You understand? It's not worth it. You understand? Divorce laws and the child support laws are so fucked up. It's crazy. But thank you, Mr. Doctor, the navigator. I also, too, want to go back to you. And he said, that's some cold game right there. Yes, man. It's not no goddamn joke. It's not no joke, man. It's not, man. And Roger Spice says, my brother Neo Wolf is a premium guitarist. Shout out, man. Yes, man. This man is talented, man. This man is talented. He has a gift. Do they appreciate your gifts out here, man? Or these motherfuckers don't appreciate shit. Neo, you still here, buddy? I don't know. I think he went off. Neo, you still here? Let me see. Hold on. All right, can you hear? Okay, some reason. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
All right, cool. I apologize, but I don't know what the fuck happened.
So good.
Yeah.
My bad.
Do they appreciate you as a guitarist here in the Matrix compared to out there in the Philippines?
No,
like if you
not really, dude.
Like if you'd went to the Philippines and fucking performed, you think you would have had an outstanding, more appreciative audience?
Oh yeah, dude, I'd be a fucking star.
Oh my god! Because you know they got karaoke and shit, man, and they love singing and love music out there. And I said that's right up his alley.
Yeah, dude, I'll fucking shred in public, man, and a lot of bitches will get wet for me. You know, even for the lady boys in the Philippines, say, "Oh my God, you're so handsome! Oh, you're so good!
He did the voice.
Mahal kita, mahal kita sobra, guapo. Oh, you're so guapo."
Unbelievable! Wow, he said a way more appreciative audience. Wow. Wow, I don't know. I think you might be right. If you go up in public and just literally plug up and shit, yeah, I think you would have a very unique audience. And they're like, "Who's that foreigner?" You know, they call us foreigners. Who's that foreigner over there playing? You know, and who knows? You might be surprised. You might get some other people that'll join in. You know, someone coming with a flute, another one coming with a harmonica and shit on the street and shit. And they're throwing.
I still got to worry about them stealing my shit because there's a lot of thieves, man. So that's the.
Goddamn right, man. Goddamn right. Too many thieves, too many goddamn scams. Oh my God. Yes, man. A lot of them. And Mr. Doctor the Navigator said stories like that open a lot of guys' eyes. If you were born in the 70s and up, you were part of that transition. Yes. Yes. I was just talking about Peter. Peter in Cebu, right? I want to show that video real quick, man. You know, I think restream. I'm on a restream now. They give me, I think 2 hours or whatever to record or something. I don't know, but yeah, he had a very good interview, man. And he's a white man, but in his 70s, he made me feel like I'm like, this guy's my hero. And now it's on there. He said, no one's telling the stories that I'm telling because my experience is totally different from everybody else's experience. He said, I'm gonna be a hot topic. He said, I want to show guys. I was laughing. He said, I want to show guys how to stay married, not get a divorce, and if they want to, they can still entertain relationships out of other marriages and still keep their woman, right? And you don't have to worry about jealousy or anything like that. That's a bold statement. That's pretty bold. That was bold, man. In the comment section, you're old man, and thank you. I'm gonna play that video if I can find it. I'm gonna play that video. But yeah, man, shout out to you, Mrs. Dacus, the navigator. All right, one of my top mods. And Roger Spice says, Mr. Gigi, we talk often as Ryan Gunn. Yes, that's Mr. Gunn. How you doing, man? Shit. I told Ryan Gunn, I said, man, you need to upload a photo on TikTok, man. Put you an avatar, something on there, man. Shoot. Here, take a page.
I don't know how to do it. I mean, fucking, or I forgot, so.
Do what Mr. Daggers, the navigator, it is. Mr. Daggers, the navigator, he got him a nice avatar. See that? Put something like that on there, you know? You just got to, what I would do, the way I done it is, I just go ahead and I just took a picture of myself. And then after that, put it in AI, right? Mm-hmm. There's an app I had used on the desktop called Pixar. Put it inside there and it will clean you up. It'll clean you up, make you look good, clean you all the way up. Any blurs in it get rid of all that shit. And for real, it will get rid of all that shit. I'm telling you. But yeah, give it a try, man. Just play around with it though, man. But yeah, I try to tell Roger Now I know who you are. Good to see you, Ray Gunn. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. Upload your photo on there, man. If not your real photo, because mine is my real photo, put your avatar on that motherfucker and shit, man. Or do what do what Mr. Wolf did. Mr. Wolf put an image on there and shit, and he's been riding it out. Shit. So hey, So yeah, so anyways, man, shout out to you, Mr. Roger Spice, aka Ray Gun. And he says, Mr. Dockers, you are 100% right, man. So yeah, I think Mr. Dockers, you are getting more fans as we speak. And he also said he likes your term, Mr. Wolf, Christmas cake. and tell us, what is the definition of the term Christmas cake?
So you can check and look it up in urbandictionary.com.
Okay.
And so the term Christmas cake originally in Japan, where Japanese workers they celebrate Christmas, and they get a bunch of Christmas cakes, but most of the time a lot of the Christmas cakes gets left out because it's either too sweet or um, or just too sweet or too sour, so it just ends up getting thrown in the trash.
I see. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, because I thought it was the terminology of what we call leftover women. You know, typically leftover women, or in most countries, are women who are over the age of 25. You know, that haven't got married or settled down or anything like that. They call them leftover women. You understand?
Yeah.
I know a lot of us in China. China is having an army of it. But with the caveat to it is that a lot of these women, these
Mhm.
fucked up women out there, right? They became matrixized, westernized, feminized, And I watched this documentary on YouTube where there was these women on there talking about that they got their own house, they pay their own bills, they got their own education, and they want this guy to have a dowry where they're, dropping down, I don't know, like $50,000 or $100,000, just to
Mhm.
pay the dowry and get married and shit. But they are trying to meet this guy who's high value, making six figures and shit. And they're like fucking 35, 28, and they wonder why they can't get that guy, why they can't get him. You know, they believe they're on his level, but a guy doesn't want a woman on his level. You understand? He wants
Mhm.
a particular type of woman. You got to remember, every guy has their own different definition and also their own expectations of the type of woman that they want. And
Mhm.
if you got a guy that's making six figures, seven figures, or whatever the fuck, whatever, right? He's not going to want that same woman that's also making six, seven, eight, or nine figures, or whatever the fuck. It's just what it is. You understand? Not
Mhm.
necessarily, no, man. Especially some type of fucking career bitch. You understand? Because there's going to be a lot of masculinity play the role in it. You understand? But there was armies of them that are like that. Armies of them. One guy got on that documentary, and no, actually no, it was a chick she got on documentary, and she was really sad, and she was talking about how she dated a high value man, but the guy dumped her, and he said, "Why did you dump?" And no, he dumped her, no, and cheated on her with a 19-year-old, right? And this chick was like fucking, I think, like 32, and right, and this guy, yeah, this guy was making them there 250 grand a year.
Yeah.
And I think they call it the China yuan or something. I forgot the name of the currency. Bear with me.
Mhm.
And the woman asked, though, what? Why'd you cheat on me? Why'd you leave me for the 19-year-old? And he said, because you act too much like boy. I need girl in my life. I was like, wow, when these guys get honest, man, they get honest, don't they, man?
Mhm. Yeah.
So yeah, so I think that's where the Christmas cake you're talking about comes and play a role in,
Mhm.
leftover chicks.
Yep.
Roger Spice said he likes that. right? You like your Christmas cake turn, Wolf.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, as soon as I just put that terminology in my head, I just started noticing. I'm like, yep, I'm good.
I will get one today if possible. All right, Roger Spy. He says he's going to get himself an avatar or a photo. That's cool, man. That's cool, man. And like I said, if you got a desktop, right? For some reason on desktop or laptop, TikTok won't let you go fucking live on there or make any videos on it, but only on the phone for some reason. I do not know why. I even downloaded the desktop app and went to the TikTok website on a laptop or desktop, don't matter. And for some reason they won't let you go. I don't know why. So anyway, so TikTok I guess haven't got to that level yet. We'll just see. We'll just see because they're on the chopping block right now. See if the federal government's going to go ahead and get rid of them or not. We're going to see, you guys. We're going to see. And also, Mr. Dacus, he said, Roger, exactly. Yes, I guess he was agreeing with you, Roger, when it came to the term Christmas cake is funny. So yeah, that's Mr. Dacus, man. All right. And also, we called them old bags. Old fucking bags, you guys. Wow. Amazing, man. Leftover bitches. Just leftover. And then we got, he said, and still no one wants them. No, 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 man. Real. Listen, one thing I learned about in the red pill community is the more older, single, and careers they get, the more masculine the bitch is going to be. That's just a form. The more older, right? The longer she's single, the more career she get, the more masculine she's going to be. If you don't believe me, look at the last 5, 10 bitches that you dated here in the United States, or if you're in the UK or Canada or Australia. Let me know if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I sat back and I analyzed it. I was like, damn. I fucking had my cares bitches and shit like that. But yeah, that was true. The more careers they had, the longer that they were single, yes, right? Right? More educated and more masculine they became. Like, for real. That's like the femininity gone. Done.
It's gone. It's done.
Have you noticed it too?
Yeah, I just get turned off and it just makes me want to punch in the face. Like, for real, man. So, like, I don't really feel bad for these bitches at all.
Yeah, more
Cause,
masculine as hell. I'm fixing this coffee. Go ahead.
but yeah, I mean, I just somehow over the years, I get more repulsed, especially how they serve customers. The women are like the worst fucking workers in the world, dude. My honest opinion, man. I mean, some older ones are okay, they still have their working ethics, right? But majority of like millennials and especially Gen Z women, no, their fucking working ethics suck. Especially when it comes to uh identity politics, which what they're doing is it's not necessarily genocide, but it's a ethnic cleanse as well. So it's a cleansing, it's a sex cleansing and ethnic cleansing too. So the doctrine that they've been taught by school, universities, and media, um, you know, uh, has led them to actually create this ethnic cleansing against men, and that's pretty much how it happened in back when Yugoslavia, what used to be a country.
I see. I see, man. I see, man. It's see. I don't know if you were on that stream one day, but I hire a lot of Filipinos. Okay, right? I got a real estate background. I flip land, little houses, shit like that, or whatever. And every now and then I hire like Filipinos. I hire people from Pakistan, shit like that. But they gotta have clear English and no accent. That's the biggest thing. You understand? Or very little accent. Okay.
Yeah.
And for the most part, the majority of them, hands down, they're very good workers. They are. All right, they're very good
Mhm.
workers. But unlike you hire the workers, you guys, you still have to vet the workers too, just like you vet your women. You have to. There's no thing about it because some of them you're going to run into either a they'll take the money and disappear. I've seen that. Thank God I haven't been in that position. They'll pull what we call the Filipino time on you, where you need them to accomplish an assignment and be there by 8, and they will pop up on you at
Mhm.
11. Yeah, that shit will happen, right? I swear to God, that shit will happen, right? Also, too, you get some of them that start the assignment, ghost, disappear, gone for months, and the assignment is supposed to be done a couple days. It's gone. Cut the communication off, and then they'll pop up 6 months, 8 months later, like nothing didn't happen, everything was fine, or whatever. You're wondering where your assignment's at. They said they forgot, the
Mhm.
mom died, whatever the fuck. But you still got to vet for the quality type of worker. But the majority of
Mhm.
workers I've had hired via Fiverr or Upwork.com or sometimes Facebook, are usually right, very, very good Filipino
Mhm.
workers, hands down, both men and women. I've had pretty good experience. I don't know if have you actually personally hired like virtual assistants or a Filipino to do some work for you, either online or in person?
Mhm.
Have you?
Oh wait, so sorry. What was the question?
Have you hired a local Filipina or
No,
Filipino to do some virtual work for you online or in person?
no, no.
Yeah, if you did it, man, you'll trust me. You'll thank me, man. Just trust me, man. And the thing is, you can get one for as low as like $2, $3 an hour, man. It's
Mhm.
crazy. It's crazy because the average person in that country is getting paid between like $7 to like $12 a day.
Mhm.
Okay, a day. You go ahead and come in there, man, and offer to pay that person, let's say $30, man. That's damn near a whole week's worth of work. You understand?
Yeah,
For a
it
single
is.
project, whatever the project may be. They'll build a website for you. Like I said, I do a lot of Microsoft Excel projects,
Mhm.
PDF projects, Microsoft Publisher, man. Like I said, they can get domains, they can get phone numbers for you, whatever, right? But
Mhm.
still, you got to ask the questions, interview them, vet them, things like that. So yeah, and just decide who is for you. Not everybody's for everybody. You understand? Not everybody is for everybody. So yeah, let me go back to the chat. And
Yeah.
Roger Spice said, Mr. Dacus, he said, Navigator said that always keep brothers motivated. Yeah, just got to, man. Keep brothers motivated, man. Yeah. And I told you, Roger, man, take a page out of Mr. Dacus' book, man. He's an experienced traveler, man. Very experienced, right? Take the
Mhm.
page out of his book, man. Yeah, make an avatar like he did, man. That's all you need. You don't need to put your real face like I did. But yeah, man, on TikTok, you can do whatever you want, man, or whatever, man. All right. Because I thought, man, I'm gonna be honest, I thought you was a female, right? That was one of my exes, trying to get, and one of my exes do sneaky shit like that. They'll make fake profiles and shit. The bitches will,
Mhm.
and then they'll try to pretend that they are a dude to try to get back at my ass, right?
What the fuck?
Yeah. But what was a giveaway for him was the fact that we seen him on regular panels and actually talking. So it's fine. It's fine, man. Mr. Roger Spicer. Shout out to you. Also, Mr. Doctor's Navigator said, Roger, I try. We got to stay above the traps in the matrix. Of course. Salute, he says. Yeah, you got to stay above every single fucking trap. If you don't do that shit, goddamn it, guess what? You might become a panda bear. You might put these women on pedestals, whatever, right? And while you pandering her, putting her up on pedestals, guess what? You know what a hardcore red pill truth bomb truth is? She's not going to respect you. She's not. Okay? All right? But some
Yeah,
guy,
a woman has to fear you in order to be respected.
yeah, it's either that or another term I always said too. A woman must respect you more than she loves you. That's right.
Yep, that's right.
She she has to respect your ass more than she loves you. If she loves you more than she respects you, it is over for you. You're done. Pack your shit. You're done. It's over. Okay? Pack your shit. Grab your balls. It's over. You're done. There's no uh, running past go. There's no collecting $200. No, man. If she says, "Well, I love you," baby, do you respect me? I think so, but I still love you more. I think so, but I love you. Love fixes all. Goddamn bitch and shit. It's fucking crazy, man. All right, and then Mr. Daka said, "Brothers, I gotta go back to East Africa, living the time of my life. If
Yeah.
only I did this when I was 22." I agree. I agree. And I told you guys the
Yeah.
story. I told you guys the story many a times here on YouTube, right? And on other panels, right? You know, many other panels. I always, right, Wolf, you're going to find this out. Guys always invite me to this show. I will not know why. Passport Bros always hit me, hey, man, why don't you come over to the show and talk, man, or whatever, right? I'm sitting up here, I ain't no damn passport, bro. It don't matter. Bring your ass, man. Come on, shit. And then the expats, man, I don't know what it is, man. Black, white, Hispanic, Indian, they hit me up. Hey, man, you a cool motherfucker. Why, thank you. What's going on? When you gonna bring your ass over here to the Philippines? Every time. When you gonna bring your ass to Brazil, man? Get your ass out. I really like the motivational invitations. I like them. They keep me on top of my feet, you know. But
Yeah.
remember, I'm a single father, you guys. I got one daughter, man. I gotta raise this kid, you know. Otherwise, if I
Yeah.
ditch my duties, there's a high probability that she'll get influenced by the wrong guy and the wrong women, and yes, she will ride that
Mhm.
cock carousel. And we don't
Yeah.
want we want our daughters and our nieces and whoever, right, to keep their legs closed and their mouths shut as long as possible. I'm telling you, as long as possible. I'm telling you, man, for real. And keep them fit, man. Me and my daughter, we go to the we started going to the YMCA on a regular, man. Yeah, man. We started hitting it up, man, for real. Because I told my daughter, I said, it's either you go ahead, man, and start working on your weight, or you're gonna look like your mom. Do you want to look like your mom? No, you know, because her mom, she's a fucking landwell. She's a beach well bitch, you know. After I left her or whatever, she got, she's, man, that motherfucker look like a
Yeah.
tight end, man. I'm telling you, man, for real. She totally different motherfucker than when I met her. For
Yeah.
real. After I left her and she left me and all this other shit, man, you know, that motherfucker got huge. And the only thing she can do now, man, is get attention from dudes who just offering dick. That's it. These guys ain't trying to settle down with her or whatever, right? But what's interesting about the Matrix is a lot of guys, they don't have expectations, man. They don't have standards. They will settle for any land whale or hippo, any of them, right? Land whale or hippo. And where the passport bros come in right off the gate, they have after you have went overseas, from what I've learned, your standards have jumped sky high.
Yep.
Sky high.
Absolutely.
When
Absolutely.
when I seen Brazil, she said that he was back here in the Matrix, and he was at a store, I think, and he said a woman was trying to give him some play, and he said, you know, you got a girl, what's going on? Can I talk to you? And he told her the truth. He said, I'm sorry, but you know, I'm attracted to 100% Brazilian women with long hair, you know, and
Mhm.
very fit bodies and shit. That bitch got pissed the fuck off. What's wrong with me? You don't like no American woman? You see the shit I'm talking about?
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Gross.
Brazilian women, because he had his standards. The women here don't respect the fact that you got standards and expectations. I want to know, Wolf, have you turned down some women here that tried to half-ass show you some interest?
Oh yeah, I mean, well, not
After
a
you,
lot,
after you
because
went to
I
the Philippines?
um yeah, because there was one chick I used to fuck with. You know, she was just like a fuck buddy, but
Hmm.
from she was like one of those leftovers. Fucking 26. She was like a 4 out of
Okay.
10 kind of chick,
He said a fool.
and
Whoa.
She actually tried, dude. She actually tried fucking adding me on Facebook
Yeah.
months ago. While I still have, usually I had a Facebook because I had a picture with me and my fiance. She fucking added me, and guess what? I rejected her friend request and I blocked her
And that's
ass.
how you do it. I was just about to ask you, like, because you got the option to accept the request or not, but you declined it.
Absolutely, I don't want to deal with her fucking her mess.
And what did
It's
she
just
say?
over.
What did she do? What did she do when you declined it? She tried some roundabout ways to try to contact you, indirect shit.
Yeah, indirect shit. Like just send. She just sent me a friend request without sending me a message or nothing.
Yeah, yeah. When the women fuck up, man, you guys have to listen. When you're dealing with an emotionally immature bitch, I don't care if they're here in the Matrix. I don't care if they're in the Philippines. I don't care if they're in Thailand, Brazil, whatever, right? Their number one go to is indirectness. That's just what it is. Indirect, right? And the thing is that my philosophy is this: if a woman wants to come back in my life, she has to come through it. Okay? And she has to put herself in the position to say to herself, I'm willing to get rejected in order for me to get accepted. You understand? All right.
Hmm.
A polite no, I'm sorry, I'm not interested. I'm involved with other women, right? Look, I'm choosing to be single, or look, I don't want to date you anymore, or whatever. I would rather give that to a woman rather than her contact me indirectly, random phone numbers. Or I get random phone numbers. That bitches. I had a chick in the Philippines. Um, yeah, surprise, surprise. Indirectly, she showed a lot of red flags and very emotionally immature, and started indirectly contacting me with random accounts, posting all these different types of images. You were the best person in my life, and you were the one that did this, or whatever. Instead of just contacting me, hey man, let's talk about this. Hey, I fucked up, and I apologize, man. And this is what I can do to fix it, or whatever. You got to be willing to get your ass rejected. If a woman is not willing to get rejected, or she's willing to put herself on the line, that woman is not for you. You understand? She's looking for you to chase. Okay. And I talked to a guy from Ethiopia. Shout out to him on TikTok. I forgot the guy's name or whatever, right? And he said that before him and his wife got married, she tried the passive aggressive silent treatment shit. In the Philippines they call it tompo, and they're having a hard time to understand that us guys from first world countries, we don't play that shit. We don't chase these hoes. We replace them. And so she looked up in Ethiopia now, right? 5 months, 6 months went by, no contact, no communication. He did not chase. No, he did not beg. No, he did not plead like a little pussy. No. Then she finally broke down. Okay. So when she broke down, she said, hey, right? No more indirect shit. Hey, I just want to tell you, instead of I'm saying I'm sorry, what do you think she said? I want to apologize about my behavior, man. And
Hmm.
hey, I just thought that you were going to chase them after me.
Hmm.
This what most dudes do. We don't do that. Oh, you don't? No, we don't. Now, if you want to keep playing this shit, you want to go another year, 2 years. No, I don't want to do that. And she came correct. She came correct because see, we'll walk a bitch down. Shit. I told a Filipino one day because she thought she could pull, disappearing act on top on me. I said, try it.
Hmm.
You're gonna look up 2, 3 years later. I'm gonna have a whole full blown family, probably with kids. It's it. I got a slew of other bitches try it with me, and she tried the shit or whatever, man. And yeah, I just didn't call, didn't chase, cut the communication off. Because see, I'm a
Hmm.
stoic man, and I practice what we call stoicism. Okay, I don't know if you know what stoicism is. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm very
yeah,
familiar with it.
stoicism is very, very powerful. Okay, very powerful. All right, and when you're dealing with the woman in second world, third world countries mentality, right? When their girlfriends and shit like that, like here in the Matrix, are telling them, "Girl, let him chase you, girl. If he really loved you, he would beg you and cry like a little pussy and chase you around and keep blowing up your phone. That's showing that he loves you."
What the fuck?
Yes, they are
That's
taught
masochism. That's masochism.
that. I call it fuckery. You said masochism. What is masochism? Tell me what the definition of masochism is. I've never
So
heard of
masochism is an individual that has mental or physical patterns where he harms himself or he puts others before him.
it. Gotcha.
Certain and that involves like many certain character and personality traits and
Yeah.
personality traits and archetypes.
Uh-huh. I see. So they're putting like what other people before them or listening to other people. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they're looking at people. They symbolically they're like your um, like their dick's not working. So they're just your average pussy men, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of chicks been taught that, man. Globally, man. Globally, that a guy should chase them and beg and plead like a little pussy in order for him to show that he loves her and cares about her. They really believe that shit. I'm not bullshitting this, man. For real. And they look up guys like myself, right, who've gone their own way. Months later, I've done it to my own mother. My own mother. I didn't talk to that bitch for like 7, 8 years. She was so fucked up, man. I'm telling you, when you wipe that attention away, that goddamn validation, it will fuck every woman's mind up. They will play tough. They're gonna play tough for a while. They will, a couple months, whatever the fuck. But eventually, man, I don't know what it is, but the psychology in an emotionally immature female, right, cannot withstand when we hold strong to our stoic beliefs. And what do you think? I have my own mother hit me up, right? Karma came back on her. She was getting evicted, right? And she hit me up. How's my baby doing? Won't you come over here and give mama a hug? I haven't seen you in a while, and all this stuff, right? And I just, when she left the voicemail, I just continue to move on with my life. But she did me and my daughter really fucking dirty, really dirty. I'm talking so dirty to the point my daughter was about 1 year old. We were in 14-degree weather. Wind chill was -11. Snowy as fuck outside. And she got drunk as fuck, had a flashback, and kept comparing me to my father. And she kicked me and my daughter out and told me to get me and that it, call my daughter it, about her home. Sure in the fuck did.
Yeah, that's fucked up, man.
Yeah, and so I was forced to push the stroller in the snow out there and find me and my daughter a place to go. I was on foot, didn't have a place or a roof over our head at the time until one of my clients, I cut hair too, and one of my barber clients said, "TG, is that you and baby mama? No, little mama. I'm sorry, little mama." And I was like, "Who are you?" "It's me. You cut my hair." "Man, get your ass in this car." I got in the car. It was late at night and shit. It was like 1 in the morning. I'll never forget that shit here in Kansas City. And he said, "Man, I got to drive you somewhere, man. You can't have that baby out in the cold." And I said, "Take me to my brother's house." She took me to my little brother's house. My little brother's a super introvert, big time introvert. I'm an introvert too, but he takes us to an extreme level. And I went over his house and he welcomed us in, and we had stayed there for a short period of time. So about 4 months later, I ended up getting my own place. And about another year later, after she kicked me out, karma is not no damn joke, you guys. It's not. This was happening in the first week of October. 1 year later, around the same fucking time that she kicked me out, I walked by her apartment, right? And guess what, dude? I swear to God, it was around the same time, but this time of year, wasn't no snow out. It was just cloudy, right? We used her apartment for parent transition time, right? Because I took my daughter's mom to court, got custody of her. So that particular time, I was there to do the trade off with my daughter, right? And when I did the trade off, dude, there was a sheriff that came to the door, and I was like, "What the sheriff passing by for?" It's one of those doors where when you go on the door, you get access to everybody's apartment individually. You got to knock on everybody's door individually.
Yeah.
Right? It's one of those type of apartments. I don't know why. You know, the sheriff, they look fucking serious. Like, you know, they had guns and shit. Like, they was going to fuck your ass up. They went in there,
Yeah.
posted something on somebody's door, left, traded off with my daughter. I'm kid free. So I walked off. And then I come back, right, passing by. There was a Burger King at that time. It was off 34th and Main, Kansas City, Missouri. Main Street. Go look it up.
Yep.
Dude, I walked by. I seen all of her shit sitting on the fucking goddamn curb. She got evicted. She got fucking evicted. This was a year later.
Damn.
She got put out. Remember, she put me out. She put my ass out. Now she got put out a year later. God does not like ugly. I swear. That humble man, that let me know karma was real. So I looked up and I see my little brother there, right, who let me into his house. And I was wondering because he had left out of the house rushing. And I was wondering where he had go. He just left. So I went over there. He didn't say nothing to me or whatever. And I walked up and I'm like, damn, what the hell happened? He said, Mom got put out of her house. I said, so that's why you rushed out of the door. He said, yeah. I said, what are you here for? He said, I'm here to keep an eye on her shit, man, right? I was like, oh, okay. And one thing led to another. What do you think happened? Moms came out of nowhere. Hey, how you doing? You my baby. Why don't you come over here? Man, I looked to the left, looked to the right, looked at all that fucking shit that was sitting on the curb and shit. And I walked off like I didn't even know that bitch. I walked off. You not gonna say nothing? I kept going. I went my own way, so gone. You understand? God doesn't like ugly, man. And then, dude, it was like terroristic, man. The karma kept coming in. All her shit got rained on and shit. Motherfuckers during the day coming stealing shit. God that bitch,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Bro, that's my own mother, you guys are real. And then she had a nervous breakdown. My sister took her in, and she ended up having what we call a walking seizure. Yes. So all her shit's gone, right? She lost her place. She got a walking seizure. Yes. The karma didn't stop. It was like a whole month of kick ass shit. My sister was calling me up. I took mama in. You can come help. I have nothing to do with that. Told her the story about what happened to me and my daughter and shit. But she's one of those sisters that believe that even if your parents fuck you over and do you dirty, you're still supposed to help them. I don't believe in that shit. I don't. If your parents fuck you over, male, female, mom or dad, it don't matter. Grandpa don't matter. If they disrespect you, do you dirty, do not, I repeat, do not help them. Do not support them. No, they got to learn on their own. That's my opinion. I'm tired of that shit. Because I've seen it happen. Even though these people fuck you over and do you dirty, there's still that gullible, naive son of a bitch out there that still want to help their mama, still want to help their daddy and shit. But the parents still fuck them over as well.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it. I was that guy. You know, I've been in that situation. So you guys see the moral of the story. You know, karma's not no damn bitch. It is not. Let me go back to the chat, man. Chat is popping, man. You know, let me see what's going on. And let's see. We got my boy Roger Spice. He says, I got caught on to that. In money chat you mentioned that. I don't know what that means, man. You're gonna have to help me out on that, Roger Spice. And then he said, Mr. Dacker, he said he's proud of you, man. Oh, Mr. Dacker, I told you, man, you are a fan, man. I mean, you got your new fan. I'm your fan. I know I'm Mr. Dacker's fan, for real. Mr. Dacker's, when he comes on these streams, man, he rocks the mic, man. He teaches us a lot of just shit, man. You know, how to properly vet, how to avoid airline tickets and all that damn shit. Yes. Shout out to him, man. You got your new fan,
fortunately,
buddy.
I got mine cheap.
Go ahead.
I got mine cheap, thank God. Thanks
Yeah.
to the decline of the Japanese yen, unfortunately, but yeah, it is what it is. You know,
Yeah,
as
man.
above, so below.
Yeah. Took advantage of those tickets. Roger Spice said, run from them at work.
Oh,
Rather take the stairs for exercise than be cornered at the elevator. You are fucking savage.
Oh,
Roger, you are raw as hell. He said, run from them at work. Rather take the stairs for exercise than be cornered at the elevator. I get it. I get it. But listen, most MGTOWs, right, are actually so smart that guys are starting trying to find virtual jobs or jobs that don't involve them to communicate with people or a lot of females. Or they try to get more male centric jobs, with very little overhead. I mean, this is the stuff that we talk about. You understand? I mean, it's real, man. It's real, man. Because a chick can actually lie and pull a me too on you and falsely accuse you of some shit, right?
Absolutely.
That you did not do, and she will go to court, and more than most likely she'll win. Do you know how many sexual assault allegations of women and me
A
too
lot.
allegations that have been accused guys of? Mr. Wolf, you can elaborate on it. You're more than welcome to elaborate on it.
I mean, I could speak personally actually, but I didn't go to jail or went to court, but it was just going to the bar, a couple ladies, and then
I'm
I got
listening to you.
introduced. I got introduced to one lady, and so I gave her a hug because I'm a gentleman. So um, because I met these two other bitches at a local, actually at Hampton Beach actually. So I felt like thought I was cool for everybody, just chill. And then I just give a little simple hug to this one chick that I was being introduced, and she looked like she was scared to shit or something, right? And so I just walked away, and then I talked to this main bitch I was fucking with, at the bar. She was just drinking her I think it was like her fifth Bud Light bottle, and then fucking one minute later, fucking security guard, he told me that I had to leave. I'm like, what the fuck did I do? And he like said something with this one chick, and I'm like, I didn't fucking do anything. All I did, I just gave her a fucking hug, and whatever. So I was like, all right, whatever. And yeah, dude, there was like the hardest time. This was like before, yeah, I think this was like the peak of Me Too back in 2017, 18.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that was the peak, and then just went downhill around 2019 when COVID started. But I don't know, I had another instances, but it wasn't related to Me Too or accusing of sexual harassment. But I I was actually, I wouldn't say like a date, but it was like a meetup with this one chick, because um I know a girl you know that brought me to this girl in the first place because we listen like similar type of music. So I brought this girl like two places, and she doesn't like hiking. She's not really open-minded that much, and I don't know what the fuck happened. She just stopped talking to me, and she ended up being with this one dude. She had a boyfriend. So I'm like, all right, oh, well, that's cool, but I kind of, I mean, I still feel like I dodged a bullet anyway because a lot of, even as a metalhead, right? I know that 90% of metal chicks in states or anywhere are fucking toxic. They all worship Satan, Baal, any form of fucking, the Wiccans,
I seen it.
pagans.
I seen it coming. I thought you was gonna. I thought you was gonna keep that shit to yourself. I said I seen it. I said he's about to hit us with some shit. Go ahead, continue. And it's true.
But I met a lot of fucking Wiccan New Ager chicks, right? That were all that fucking blasphemy, and I was brainwashed. I was so thirsty for the pussy back then that I didn't really see the narrative in front of my eyes, dude. Like I was just fucking partying, getting some fucking layers here and there, hanging out,
Yeah,
smoking jam, you know. And then I realized it's just a social decline. Like people started drifting away, and the interactions, with women are just getting worse and worse. Up to COVID. COVID was basically just a shot in the face, man. Like, and the last relationship I had with an American woman was back in, you know, from 2020 to 2000. Well, it was like middle of 2020, and then, it was back. I moved to Kentucky. That's where my ex lives. So I moved to her city for a little bit. But I started having these economical problems, like unemployment's fucking high, a lot of layoff is so common in Kentucky, barely any fucking jobs, so I couldn't even fucking I couldn't make money there, dude. So I had to leave. You know, I had to go back to New Hampshire, and she, of course, she monkey branch to some other guy on Bumble. You know,
Wow,
after I fucking left.
that's how they do it.
So
That's
yeah,
how they do it. Monkey branching, backup plans, and I tell the boys on my channel, no matter if they're in person or online, she could be juggling you with multiple dudes that she's not telling you about. Okay, she's not. Okay, she could be juggling you. She could be putting you in a rotation. Okay, I talked to a couple guys about like some Filipinas that actually have thousands of guys that they talk to on dating sites. They give them all sad sob stories, every single one of them, or drop hints of financial need. And let's say, I don't know, I mean, very conservative. Let's say she drops, 100 messages to all these guys and get all their numbers on WhatsApp and Skype, right? About 100 guys, and just on the low, just on the low. Let's say she took 10 guys. She does this every day, 10 guys. And each of the 10 guys are sending $20 here, $50 there per person. Let's be conservative. Let's say each person is sending $20. And there's 10 people. 20 times 10, that's what? $200. That's an income. You know how much $200 will carry your ass over in the fucking Philippines if you are in her situation to stay in the province? You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
It will
Living
carry.
life.
That shit will carry in their particular situation. And at that point, you have taught her that only thing you are now is officially a wallet. That's it. And she's going to come right back to you with another sad sob story or ask you, well, I'll get naked for you if you send me some money. All that shit or whatever, right?
All that shit, yeah, dude.
Yeah, they will do that. They will do that. Now, let's compare this to the Matrix, right? On what you're saying. A lot of them are now westernized, right? Yeah. So they're in a situation where they can't like go on OnlyFans overseas and shit like that and get monetized, right? Or Patreon, whatever, or on Pornhub or whatever. They can't get monetized as they would like here in the States and get paid with the dollar. So their only roundabout way is to go at where these guys are fucking, sexually deprived at. They're the dating sites. You understand? That's it.
Yeah.
But what I found interesting is that I tell guys that it's a war out there where the women are trying to give up as less sex as possible and get more money out of it. And we're trying to save as much money as we can and get more sex out of them.
Yeah.
Okay? It's a war. And when I told women that, they pause like, wow. I'm like, yeah. And I say, may the best person win. That's just what it is. May the best person win. And I learned this from Tom Likas. I'm a Tom Likas student. I don't care how long he is retired. I have learned it that way. May the best person wins. Whoever can give up the least with the least amount of effort typically wins. Just what it is.
Yo, that's some black pill knowledge right there, man. It's just all about logic and the law. It's the order of things.
These are truth bombs, sir. These are just
Yeah.
truth bombs. It's just what it is, right? Black pill, red
Nagasaki.
pill. I don't care. Gold pill don't matter. These are just truth bombs, man. And I learned this. I learned this the hard way from personal experience and the Tom Likas show. I had to learn the hard way. I even had a Nigerian or no Kenyan woman the other day, and thanks to Jay Lyon, shout out to him. If he's on here live, I would love for him to come up. And he was talking about that when you meet a woman in Nairobi, Kenya, even online, you need to be very careful. They are crazy westernized. So I did meet two. Right? Even now, remember, Nairobi, they're still considered parts of Eastern Africa. That's why I found it surprising. And a woman told me that, in her opinion, so when I got her number off the dating site and talked to her, she said, well, a real man would send a woman some money. That makes a man, right? That's what makes a man, right? And you know what the fuck I told her? I said a real woman would supply her own goddamn money and not ask a man for shit. It blew her mind. There's no jobs in Kenya and I can't find none. Then that means that you shouldn't be on a goddamn dating site. You should be out there trying to find jobs. They have some type of economy out there because they didn't have an economy out there. They wouldn't have cell phone companies. They wouldn't have internet companies, right? They wouldn't be selling real estate and having McDonald's and fucking KFCs and all this shit's going on. It all boils down to the fact that you don't want to get off your lazy ass and do something about it. But you don't understand how it is out there. And then I told her, and I said, well, I just go after the women, right? If I choose to go online, I go after the women who actually already got their own money and don't ask me for shit. Those are green flags. But if you are asking me for money or dropping me hints and giving me sad stories, these are all red flags. Okay? How do I know? She's like, but that doesn't mean that you're supposed to send money to them and everything. I said, no, I've met these women. Sorry, honey. I'm older than you. You're what, 29? Yeah. I'm in my early 40s. Sorry. I ran into these women. I ran into a Filipina. Yeah. Multiple of them. I ran into a single mother. Didn't ask me for any money at all. Not a goddamn dime. I've even asked, hey, could I just show you some money? I'm going to throw you some money and we can have a virtual date. She didn't even want to take it. You understand?
Damn, heck yeah.
All right. This was a single mother. Okay.
Oh,
all right.
Fuck
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Yeah. Now, me and her were not communicating anymore. She was a sweetheart. She was. I'm not going to lie. She was a sweetheart. But we're not communicating anymore. She was very fucking emotionally immature. I ran into another Filipina, right? She didn't want to ask me for money at all. Only thing she wanted to do was show me all her baking goods and show me that I will cook for you as a USA man. Because I always wanted, this is what she said, I always enjoyed to cook for a guy from the USA. I've always wanted to do that. You hear me? Willingness. And this, I can show you all the baking goods that she had, man. Oh my God, this girl could bake. It was a mother and daughter team, and she was in the province. She was in, I think, Negros Oriental or some shit. Yeah, they're willing to cook, you guys. They want to cook for men. All right?
Yeah, I'm gonna win.
Yes. And I was laughing, dude. This morning when you sent me that text message, said I'm going in balls deep, right? I didn't catch on until I thought of it. I said, damn, he's gonna make sure that hole she has fits everything in it.
That's good, yeah, dude. That hole is only gonna be for me. That's what I'm gonna make sure.
He's gotta fit the whole thing, balls, dick, and everything just in there. The hole has to fit the whole thing.
It's gotta dig inside the.
Oh
It's gotta
my
touch the pancreas
God!
at least, or
Wow!
maybe
I had
tickle the intestines.
Yeah, I had to think about that shit. Like, wow, and it was hard for me to process that. I caught on like after it, like it took me like 30 minutes and shit. And I just busted out laughing my ass off. I said, "Damn, that's what he made my balls be." Unfucking believable. Oh my God, man. All right, let me go back to the chat now. Y'all got me dying laughing today. Mr. Docus, let me go back to you, buddy. And he said, that's what men need to do. Let them know you don't tolerate disrespect or unappreciation. That is correct. That's correct. And then also, too, we got Roger Spice again, and he said she deserves every minute. Yes, every minute of humiliation. Yes. If she humiliated you, she deserves every minute to get humiliated. Yes, the fuck she does. Okay. All right. Let's go back to. And then he said, wow, look at karma. Yes, this was my own mother. My own mother. I don't believe in the well, if your family does you wrong and fuck you over, you're supposed to help them. No, I don't believe in that. Do you believe it? Do you believe in that, Mr. Wolf?
Oh, fuck that, dude. I mean, even my mom's fucking crazy.
Yeah, she's fucked you over too.
Nobody wants to. She fucks over everybody, not just me. I mean, she's cool with me for some reason because I don't talk to her as much, but she just fucking embarrasses herself. She says stupid shit to my sister, like calling her all kinds of names and shit, like
Wow.
like she's projecting. Yeah, she's like projecting her insecurities, not doing anything productive.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, and
Everything she feels about herself, she projects it onto other people and say that you're doing it. The old fashioned, yeah. It's the old. The old-fashioned gaslighting effects. Manipulators' favorite go-to, right? Projection and gaslighting, and what I call also too, if they're narcissistic or if they are bipolar, BPD, they do what
Yeah,
we
I think she
call,
may be bipolar. Who the fuck
yeah,
knows?
yeah, a borderline personality disorder, BPD. You know. All right, so yeah, this is how fucked up they are, man. They will pull everything out, man. And he said exactly
And
what. Go ahead. I'm
dude,
sorry.
plus my girl's not gonna, plus, I do tend to bring my girl here, but not very long, because as soon as she's here, I'm gonna fucking wrap everything and bye bye. I'm not one of those dudes that's gonna fucking Americanize my Filipina. That's fucking disgusting, dude. I don't want to
Hey,
Americanize nothing. You know what I mean?
hey, 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 hey. All right. Teach us. Okay, teach us. What is the maximum allowable time to keep your foreign traditional woman here in the United States to visit? What is a safe time frame? I've heard multiple different ones. Some guys said 24 hours. Some guys said 3 days. Some guys say a week. Some guys say a month. Or whatever. Right? They what they'll do. And then also I heard guys say, "Hey, it depends on if she wants to come or not."
Just don't put her out into work. That's all. Just fucking have her like work for your business or a family business. Just keep her out of the fucking the matrix. That's all you gotta do. And it doesn't matter how long she's there, as long as she's like quote unquote working under the table. Or if she does want to do, it has to be like away from these, because my girl, like, she just said to my face, dude, she hates the idea of being Americanized. She fucking doesn't like feminism and all this shit. You know, like she made it very very clear that she doesn't want to, like, she made herself clear that I am a traditional woman and blah 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 blah. So I'm like, all right. And I'm like, we'll see, babe. And she's like, oh, we'll see. What do you mean, babe?
Yeah.
Oh, babe.
I'm
We'll
just
see,
saying,
babe.
man. I don't know. I told guys on my channel, if you're going to bring them here, you make sure you keep them here as little as possible. But the default is keep her over there. Man. If you got
Oh
one that
yeah.
don't want to come over here, that's a green flag. If she does not want to bring her ass over and she says no, no, I'm staying right here. That's a green flag. If she says, listen, we can go anywhere else, right? But we can't go to the United States or any of those first world countries. That's also a green flag. Because I went to Jasper in the Philippines channel. Shout out to
Yeah.
him. I know me and you have talked about what happened behind scenes, but he talked
Yeah.
about a very interesting hack. Right, this is very powerful. He said, what you do, you get your Filipina, and what you do is you take your Filipina, right? You can take a bouncer around her own country. That's a hack. That's a cheat code. Another cheat code is take your Filipina and take her to Thailand. Take her to Cambodia. Take her to
That's
Colombia.
what I'm. That's what I'm gonna do.
I said,
Yeah,
wow.
cause
Really?
yeah, cause me and my girl, we're just gonna make a little bit of money here, and then we're just gonna travel to Thailand, to Croatia.
Wow.
Plus I gotta get my Croatian passport anyway, since I still do have my birth certificate somewhere, which I have to find, but. Then I gotta fly to New York City to have the interview at the New York embassy, and then
Okay.
boom. So that's gonna be my goal for this year. I know some guys say, oh, you're not supposed to talk about your goals. Blah, blah. That's what I'm gonna do. I mean, I have the documents to fucking do it, and the money. I can do it anytime. Right? Right now I don't choose to do it at the moment. So I'm going to Asia. You know what I mean? So what? Right when I come back, dude, then I'll be fucking grinding again. Um, to just get new ideas and work productively.
Yeah.
Um, and get that second passport, man. Fucking be a EU citizenship, even though even though Europe is fucking falling apart. But yeah, by the way, have you ever heard about the whole Trump trying to take over Greenland?
I heard
So
I heard about it, but see, look, here's the deal. I don't. I take everything as a grain of salt until I actually see it in action. Okay, there's a lot of
Yeah.
presidents who've actually said a lot of things, right? They said a lot of things, but in reality, a lot of those things that they said they were going to do just haven't been done. From the Greenland thing to him, oh, I'm going to end the war in 24 hours and shit. We'll just wait until we get in office and see if that actually happens. You understand?
Yep.
We'll just have to see because he did say, if you go to the Ukraine war and Russia war, he said that if Putin doesn't come to the table and make a deal, right, or whatever, right, he's going to give double the weapons and double the support to Ukraine, right, and that's pretty much it. But he has to come to the table and be willing to negotiate. We'll just see. We'll just see. Now remember again, I'm very careful with who I talk about politics with or whatever because
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a
Yes.
Republican, right?
Sure.
I'm pretty much more like independent. Just hey, just a guy who sits on the fence and just watch the shit show. Because I'm one of the
Yeah.
guys that
Same here.
believe. Yeah, I'm one of the guys that truly believe that both parties are fuck ups, and they need to get other parties a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Bring like at least four more parties in there to give more people options to decide, man. Because it's always left and it's always right. Independents do try, but they always get washed out every time because those are the two most popular parties is Democrats or Republicans. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't lean either one of those ways or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I just hope that whichever president or senator or congressman comes in, they make the right decisions. That's what's in the best
Mm-hmm.
interest of the country. And like I said, as long as they don't fuck with our dollar, fuck with the passport, man, and things like that, I'm pretty much happy. I will
Mm-hmm.
throw this out there: if we can get a party in there that's smart enough to change the the divorce laws, and child support laws, and laws on discrimination and shit like that, man, and a lot of this
Mm-hmm.
pro women bullshit, man. I really believe, man, that we'll have some type of opening. But until then, guys have checked out. Man. A lot of these guys have checked out. A lot of MGTOWs have checked out. A lot of level threes, level fours. They got rid of their social security numbers. A lot of these guys staying off the grid. Some of them staying in mountains. I mean, yeah, man, they lost faith in the system. They lost a lot of faith in the system. It's pretty fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, just what it is. Let me go back to the chat. Also, to Roger Spice also said two videos where Nairobi processes had problems and fights with customers. The processes were the first fighting with the guys. You mean prostitutes? I think he's talking about prostitutes. Yeah, if there was prostitutes, I mean, it's just what it is, man. Whatever. It's just though that if you
Yeah.
guys,
There's even prostitutes in Japan.
you said what? Go ahead.
There's even prostitutes in Japan.
Yeah, but the thing is, a lot of these guys go over there, and from my understanding, they don't understand how they do business, man. That is, hey, do business right, man. If the woman asking for X amount of dollars, though, for this particular service, pay the goddamn woman, okay? Now, if she's trying to do something stupid, like double the price and up and sell you, and whatever, right? Or give or charge you money that you doesn't agree upon, then yeah, that's different, you know. But you got to remember, it's a word of mouth exchange. You got to be very careful. I just recommend personally stay the fuck away from prostitutes. If you're gonna deal with a woman, I'd rather deal with one that's making a contribution to society. I would go after the librarian, the fucking cook, the woman who's the security guard at the fucking
Mm-hmm.
airport, man, and shit. The teacher. I would go after the fucking goddamn scientist, the engineer, the lawyer, the attorney. I mean, stuff like that. The woman that works at the cell phone company. I mean, that's just me.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
just myself. But if you guys want to go out to prostitutions or whatever, hey, more the power to you. Just be careful. Make sure you wrap it up. And also to do business legally. Do business legally. Now, what I want to do is this. I want to share this quick video with Peter in this interview, and hopefully the stream doesn't go out. I got about another 6 minutes. I want to do this quick uh, stream or interview of Peter in the Philippines, this 70-year-old man winning his ass off, white man. I really like the interview. And this thing performed very, very well. Let me see if I could. Uh, I'm going to show it and everything. Make sure you guys too click the like button and the sub button. I'd really appreciate it too. Make sure you click the link, copy it, share it on YouTube, share it on fucking Facebook. Go to our Facebook MGTOW groups, Facebook Passport Bro groups, Facebook Red Pill groups, or just guys who are just in the manosphere just trying to figure it out, man. Everybody just trying to figure this thing out. You understand? That's all we're here for, too, man. And thank you guys for participating in the chat. Thank my guest who is actually on here from TikTok. You know, let me go ahead and let me see if I can share the screen. I really, really appreciate it, you guys. Let me see here. And remember, this was a very good interview. Okay, so I'm shouting. You see that screen now here?
Oh yeah.
So there's my boy right there. His name is Peter. I had no fucking interview. I had no idea. Man. He was kicking ass in this. I'm telling you, man. It blew my mind, man. It blew my fucking mind. You know, I had no idea. And he was brutally honest about this shit. 70 years old. And you see this right here where it says, why the 70-year-old American expat with 8 girlfriends, he abbreviated, said he's never leaving the Philippines. Okay? Now remember, this guy now, let me see if I can go ahead and decorate this thing. Put my little side by side on here. That's right. All right, cool. I think I can do it like this. Can I do that? Yeah, I'm going to do that right there. And we're going to see here if the guy can actually, he's going to do a nice interview with us. All right, and we're going to go ahead and press play here. I want to listen to this interview. This is very fascinating. Okay. Now, let me scroll down here. Now, look at the views on this. 771,000 views 2 months ago. Look at that shit. You know, that's pretty impressive. Wouldn't you agree? This is October 2024. Okay, 771,781. I thought it hit 1 million. You know, but yeah, it's like a little bit closer to 3/4. That's pretty fucking impressive numbers. You know. So yeah, and this guy right here, he made me believe, hey man, this guy's my hero. Shit, you know. And he also taught me to just believe that regardless of your age, man, regardless of where you come from, it's not too late. It's not, man. It's not. You know, these guys out here fool you, man. They're gonna fool you into thinking it's too late. It's not too late, man. So, anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's play this video.
But what I'm going to tell you is, when you meet a girl here and you have a relationship with her, they introduce you to their friends. You can have a relationship, sexual relationship. They're not jealous. It's simple. It blew my mind when I came here.
Is it cool if you're on the YouTube channel?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, you guys. Now, this year he is in Cebu, Philippines, in IT Park doing an interview. This man, 70 plus years old. Okay. All right. He's breaking this shit down. Click the like button as you come in. Click that like button as you come in. Were you saying something, Mr. Wolf?
So when I heard him say, "Oh, these women don't get jealous," I'm like in my head, what the fuck is he talking about, dude? Dude, most of them are jealous as hell, dude.
I know that's what
I deal with it.
Yeah, that's what people were talking about in the chat or whatever, right? But he's gonna break it down because I thought of it that way myself, right? But he got like a lot of people in that chat that sat back. They shot back at the man and everything, and he got 2 other interviews that like further confirms, like, yeah, this is not no joke. So, anyways, let me play the video.
Yeah, my name's Peter. From Atlanta, Georgia, USA.
Okay. Peter, nice to meet you.
Young.
Yes. Okay, so that's cool, man.
Yeah.
And you got so you told me earlier when I met you that you've got a lot to say. So first
I have
off,
a lot to say.
we're here. Where are we at? We're at the IT Park.
IT Park, Cebu City.
Okay. How do you like it here?
I love it.
You love it.
I love it.
Okay. How long you been here, Peter?
I've been here 5 months. I haven't been anywhere else yet, but I love it here. I will eventually venture out to see other places in the Philippines, Maybe later I might live somewhere different, but right now I like living here.
Okay. Have you been any other places in the world other than?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been living in Costa Rica 4 years. I came from Costa Rica here 5 months ago.
Okay. So you was in Costa Rica for 4 years.
Yeah.
So did you like it in Costa Rica?
I did at first, but it got very expensive there.
Okay.
And a lot of Americans and Canadians go there,
Mm-hmm.
and they're still going there. They think it's still cheap, and it's cheap. It's like a 4-hour flight from the USA, so
Yeah.
it's convenient to go to Costa Rica.
Mm-hmm.
But after being there 4 years, I decided to go to the Philippines. I've always wanted to come on the other side of the world to Asia, so I made it. It's the best decision I ever made.
The best decision.
The best decision.
So you've been here for 5 months, and you already know that it's the best decision.
I'm not moving out of the Philippines. I may travel to other countries, but I'm here for good.
Okay. So tell me why it is that you have this view.
Because for one thing, as a retired American, I don't have much money, but I live like a millionaire here.
Okay. Well, would you
And
just share how much money you have, or you
Yeah.
don't have to?
yeah, I get $2,200 a month.
Okay.
It's like $6,000 here.
Okay.
It goes a long ways, but you gotta be careful how you do that money quick. And everybody speaks English here, where in Costa Rica, 90% of the people speak Spanish. So you have to translate on your phone. And it's more modern here than the USA, which is probably unbelievable. But here in IT Park area, it's more modern here.
So you're saying it's more modern here in the Philippines, here in the IT park, than back in
Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia.
I'll give you an example.
Oh my God! So, Mr. Wolf, are you still here with us?
Oh yeah, yeah. So I've actually been to IT Park several times. I've been to the mall over there. Me and my
Okay.
girl, we've actually been to the local McDonald's, which is like right in the middle of IT Park. So yes, I go to the McDonald's over there sometimes, and yeah, it's a really cool place. Even though the bar scene's really clean. I
Mhm.
enjoy the mixed drinks. The food's really good. Um, when I was, even the mall is clean. The Ayala Mall is actually um, one of the biggest, is actually the biggest mall in the Philippines, actually, because it's got at least 5 stories. Yeah, bro, dude, they, I'm always telling my girl, like Philippines just puts U.S. to shame, big time. I mean, big time.
Oh my God! And what do you got to say to the land whales and the hippos who's probably listening to this video who said, "Well, United States is the best, and you need to stay right here and continue to eat our food there and in the Philippines." What do you got to say to them, Mr. Wolf?
Go seek Jesus.
Unbelievable, man. Now remember, this guy's 70 years old, man. He's breaking it all the way down. Now remember, I've never been to Georgia, but I know it's expensive there compared to here in Missouri, in Kansas City, or whatever, right? He's about to break it like all the way down. But wow, because I hear a lot of hype between Manila and Cebu. And the argument is that and also Davao City, let me throw Davao City in there. And that is that in Cebu, you get the best of both worlds. You get both the province and the city life out there. Where
Yeah.
in Metro Manila, you get 100% city, just straight city plus the whole entire metro.
Hmm.
And then you got Davao City, which is known as the most peaceful place in the whole entire Philippines.
I gotta check that out. I gotta put that. That's a bucket list.
Uh-oh.
Just right
And
now,
you're probably writing that down
yeah,
as we speak, aren't you?
it's tempting because well, just right now after Philippines, I want to go into another country. I want to just stretch my traveling capacity and stretch my brain cells a little bit. Or
Yeah,
my brain stem.
yeah.
Um, Thailand. I mean, I just want to go there just for recreational purposes only. If you catch my drift. So
Oh, yeah,
um, that's the main thing.
yeah,
I could care less about the red light district.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm still gonna have the food. I heard the food is better over there. As for my plan, I don't plan to, live there permanently because I heard a lot of expats and, people that are go-getters in Thailand or foreign go-getters. They decide to leave due to law regulation and the taxes are getting high. You know, so it's kind of a challenge to, just, uh, keep your own business. Even if like locally or whatever, right? Yeah, because if you're not tied, then you don't really benefit that much except for luxury. Just the luxuries, you got unlimited luxury, right? But you can't really own anything. You can't own land, nothing. So that's why I
Yeah.
rather go with my birth certificate all the way in Croatia, or I can even
And don't forget,
if I have enough, yeah.
and don't forget Singapore also too. We can buy land and own land there in Singapore. That's a little bit more expensive.
Oh
The
yeah,
dollar's like close to
Singapore.
1 to 1, but you get your bang for your buck. It's safer.
Yeah, I do.
You get actual real attorneys, closing attorneys that can actually close your deals legally. It's a
Yeah.
much lower
Okay.
scammer rate. They even threw Japan up in there too. Yes.
Japan's a fucking tricky one because,
Yeah.
personally, I don't want to invest fucking uh 5 figures to be fucking efficient Japanese. I don't want to do that. I just don't have that right now. I'd rather choose the option to leave ASAP than to, invest all my eggs in one basket. You know what I mean? Like I like to adapt, so I'm very good at adapting things. The surroundings wherever I go. I mean, it's just much fun. It's like I'm adventurous in a way. Every time I go overseas,
Yes.
like I walk in the ghetto, I walk in the slums, I walk in whatever is convenient enough for me. So like I don't mind walking. Like transportation's not really a big deal in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Plus it's really cheap. It's like for to ride at what's it called? Um, it's like jeepney. So me and my girl we usually ride the jeepneys and it only costs like $1. All right.
Wow. 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 Wow, man. Um.
50, yeah, around 50, like I think it's 50 or 60 pesos per person, I think. Or
Really.
30, yeah, something like that, yeah. So it's about $1. So
Yeah.
and you can
See.
go as far as you want too. You go as far as you want.
Yeah. It was. It scared me when I was talking to this. That Filipino single mother I was telling you about. She was going to work like every day, and it was crazy. She told me that within like I think it was like a 15-mile drive for 75 cents. That little jeepney thing will take her to and from her job with no problem. 75 cents.
Hmm. Yep.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Unbelievable. And
dude.
and
I
she was
love the
telling me,
jeepney.
yeah, she was telling me about the motorcycle act called Move It. And then, I mean, I was hearing a lot of shit, and then Grab. I mean, but wow, this is like fucking amazing shit. And then another Filipino, my virtual assistant, she was telling me the same shit, man. Like it was fucking amazing, you guys. So anyway, let me go ahead and replay the video. Make sure you guys click this like button as you come in. Click the subscribe button too as you come in.
Okay.
Okay, if you go to at London Square Mall business area, like here, it's kind of the same atmosphere. All right. If you rent a condo there, you're going to spend minimum $10,000 a month, $15,000 and $20,000 a month. The same lifestyle that I have here. I'm only paying $340 a month for a condo in a high rise, and I live just as good as the millionaires in Buckhead. It's incredible.
Say that you love it here.
Oh God, yeah.
So you're 70 years old, going
Yeah.
on 20. Do you have a girlfriend, Peter?
I have 8.
You've got 8.
Oh, hell
I've
yeah.
got 8 girlfriends. Okay? And I'm going to tell you something that a lot of people don't talk about, the other vloggers talk about. The girls here, they're very loyal. Okay, everybody knows other vloggers are loyal. But what I'm going to tell you is, when you meet a girl here and you have a relationship with her, they introduce you to their friends. You can have a relationship, sexual relationship with them, and they're not jealous. It's incredible. It blew my mind when I came here. So when I meet girls, they fix me up with their girlfriends, and everybody's happy. And they don't have boyfriends. They only see me.
Can you pause
they share me
real second?
with each other, and they're happy. And a lot of these girls work, and they got kids, 2 or 3 kids on average. So a lot of them that I know work in the malls, and they're working all the time. They work 6 days a week. They got 1 day off. So on their day off, they got to spend it with their kids. Mm-hmm. So I'm their boyfriend.
Anybody taking notes out there? This is Peter.
I just wanted to add something. So, or question. I mean, so
sure, go ahead.
Does that include a Filipino sister or sisters? Like at the age of 18 at least. So like, does a man get to have Filipinos? I mean, a wife's sisters, as long as at the age of consent and stuff like that.
Yeah. We're looking at the perspective that all these women are the age of consent. Okay, all right. We're not talking about below. No, age of consent's 18 older. You guys, all right. Remember, Philippines shares some very similar rules. Just like here in the United States, with the exception of there's no divorce bill. You understand? Well, at least yet, because the divorce bill right now has passed Congress, and now it's at the Senate right now, still being debated. It's going to take a while for that thing to actually move forward in the Senate, because it's being debated. Now, it passed Congress, which is a little hopeful, and the president who is now in office, he said he's 100% supportive. He just said that the Senate just have to get the bill on the desk. You understand? Once he gets that bill on that desk, they'll sign it straight into law, just like here, same shit like here. They got their own president, they got their own Congress, they got their own Senate right there in the Philippines. You understand? So, yeah. All right. But I think Mr. Dacus had said something. Mr. Dacus also said, let me go to the chat. He said, I wouldn't come back and give up that lifestyle either. Hell no. You're like Peter McDermott? Huh? You got to access to 8 girlfriends? I would not come back. Fuck no. And I'm 70 plus years old. Oh, shit. I told you. This is why I say this guy's my hero. We haven't even went through the whole goddamn interview yet. You understand? He's my... He broke down the price of living like this shit's crazy, man. And then look, check this out. And he said they're probably tolerating each other with him because of his finances, and that's okay. Yes, they have to. They have to. Because who else is going to help them through life? Listen, you got a guy from a first world country, okay? First world country, okay? You got a 1 in a million chance to make it work with that guy. Otherwise, there's a high probability as a Filipino that particular guy that you try to make it work with, if you fuck that up, there's a high probability you're not going to get another one of those again. And if you do, you get one again, a lot of these guys just going to either want you for sex, usually for money or resources. Mm-hmm. That's it, because you got to remember, just because they're passport bros or guys traveling around the globe, it doesn't mean they don't have their own issues, own red flags, or their own expectations either. Everybody's going to be different. You understand?
Yeah.
So she's going to try her best to cooperate. Of course she will. And then Mr. Backer said, I bet the females who watch this video they are pissed. They are pissed. They were in the chat. They were in that chat and the comment section. And he's lying and he's making the Philippines look bad. And he needs to come back to the United States. Mr. Wolf, if you were in Peter's situation, would you care about those chicks in the United States and what they got to say, man?
I would just consider them non-existent. Because I'm about to bust nuts in fucking Philippines. Why should I care what they? I treat all these Western women like freaking little cockroaches. While I'm getting my fucking dick blown in the Philippines.
And you're in IT Park. You're staying in one of those expensive condos, same damn condos that's right there in your state, my state, and other states, though, for damn near 75% or lesser of the price. You kidding me? Okay. 24-hour security, huh? You're in a high rise.
All
You
right,
said,
dude. Yeah,
you,
there's security guards everywhere, man.
you said they do not bullshit.
Yeah. No bullshitting here.
So, okay, so naturally, you've got 8 girlfriends. So where do you all
In the mall. I
meet these women at?
the mall. In the mall. I don't meet them over there nights
Why not?
because it's so easy to meet them. You can be walking down the street when one smiles at you. Hi, how you doing? What's your name? You tell my name. You get their phone number, and they'll most likely be your girlfriend.
So Peter, do you have a lot of women hollering at you?
Yeah,
Age?
I keep meeting them.
What
It
age?
never ends.
What are the ages?
From 23 on up to 46.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something. All right. I got 2 girlfriends that I'm real serious with. One of them wants to marry me. I've only known her 4 months. I have another girlfriend that loves me. Now, a lot of Americans have bachelor and bachelorette. Okay? I've got 2 girls that I'm trying to make a decision on. I love both girls. I'm trying to decide which one I'm going to marry. And I'm supposed in November 20th. This is a bold decision to make. So when I first saw The Bachelor and Bachelorette, I thought it was a stupid show. I got into the show. And what happened on that show is exactly what I'm going through right now. I'm emotionally involved with 2 girls, and I got to pick which one I'm going to marry, and the other one is either going to remain as my girlfriend because there's no jealousy, or one or the other is going to leave me completely.
Can't make this shit up, can you, man? You okay over there?
No, I'm good, dude. I'm sorry. I'm just daydreaming of how I'm gonna blow my girl's back when I get there, dude.
You gonna fuck her like you just got fresh out of jail, huh? Like you just got out of prison.
Yep.
You did a strong 20 years.
Yep. Yep.
This is Peter McDermott. And he is breaking it all the way down. Do you know how many people this man got hate? He got hated on big time in the chat. That's why I performed very well with those numbers. This was outstanding. He got hated on so bad, man. So bad. Wow. And he said, I'm about to blow my girl's back out. To the point that she'll have no choice but to remember those moments, right?
Yeah, because what the hormones, the pair bonding, right? Because I'm technically like her first official one, because freaking fucking dug it deep, if you get what I'm saying, man. So
oh my God, what?
Those fucking Pinos can't compete, dude. I mean, I'm just saying, man.
Hey, when you hit the spot, you went past the spot, didn't you?
Past it.
Yeah. There's the spot you exceeded, man. They said it, man.
The spot.
They told me, these female Filipinos told me, they said there is no competition. When it comes to you guys from a first world country, they can't, man. It's impossible, man. One girl heard me, she said that she was talking English to me on the phone, and a guy at her job, there was like 4 guys at her job, I guess, hitting on her. They were struggling to speak English to try to hit on that girl. And they understood there wasn't no competition. I said, I'm thousands of miles away. I've never been to the Philippines. And she said, but it isn't like they're going to try. They'll try to compete, but it doesn't mean that they can. I was like, wow, that is low. Unbelievable, man. This is unbelievable. Click that like button and subscribe button, everybody.
So are they fighting over you right now?
We've all had jealousy. Yeah.
So do you know who?
I wish.
No. I've got one living with me, right? She moved in a week ago, and she works here in the Yellow Mall. And the other one, I met 4 months ago working in the mall. So,
So hold on, Peter. I gotta catch up, man. So you're telling me that you right now you have 8 girlfriends.
Yeah.
2 of them you're considering maybe marrying one or the other, but you haven't worked out with. And what about the other 6? If
they want me to.
They want
I
you
can
to.
keep them.
You could keep them.
Yeah, and my future wife is not jealous. She said I can have all the girls I want as long as I'm happy.
So what do you say to the guys that they're naturally going to be saying, this is too good to be true? They're just...
Nobody talks about this with the other vloggers, but it's the truth. Came here, it was hard for me to believe, but it is true.
You heard what Peter said, right? He said, no one talks about this. I wonder why. No one talks about
So
this.
what? So basically they'll have a 9-some, or do they share?
I can't believe you asked that
Because
question.
bro, like I had to think about this because I know how messed up it, the imagery and stuff. Like, it's like it is what it is. But that just kind of turns me off a little bit if Filipinos are having sex with older guys. I mean, and they're gonna carry that.
It's incredible. It's incredible. It's incredible. Yeah, I remember damn near 160 million people, some shit like that. Like, it's fucking crazy, man. I think it was like 100, some shit like that. I don't know, but that's a lot of people, man, and shit, man. And you still got to remember the percentage of the people who you still got to pick from who's never had any type of sexual experience. You understand? I mean, or extremely low body counts. So I'm talking like under 5 or under 3, some shit like that. You know what I mean? So that's another thing to take in consideration.
There's tons of women here. Okay, there's 50% of the Philippines are women. In Costa Rica, there's a lot of girls there, but here, there's tons. There's tons of girls. You think you're in love with one, and then you meet another one. And so the girls, they understand it.
Yeah.
So they say, I can have my fun and have all the girlfriends I want. I can eat my cake and have it too.
So you're eating your cake and having it.
Yeah.
So why stop at 8? Maybe go to 10. Maybe go to 12.
There are girls on a waiting list that want to meet me.
They're on a waiting list.
They're on a waiting list. Because I'm limited with money, I can't afford to meet them all at one time.
But you've got enough to afford 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm learning how to budget my money better because it can get expensive. But anyway, I've got to budget my money better because I spend too much money on girls. But I will get it down. And now that I got to make a decision of which one I'm going to marry and which one might be my girlfriend where I go live with her part-time, I can watch my money better. I can cut down on the girls.
So you're saying that here the women are loyal?
Yeah.
Do they take care of you?
They're unbelievable. Oh my God, yeah. They take care of you here.
Better than Costa
They're better here. They're better here. Because Rica, when you girls if they're loyal or not. Because a lot of them aren't. So they have different loyal. They don't see nobody else, only me. It's like in Dubai, Saudi Arabia with 12 wives. Legally, you can't marry 12 girls here. But living...
You okay over there?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I understand there's some guys who got mixed feelings about it. Some of them say, oh my God, he's full of shit. You got some guys saying, man, I don't know. And then you got guys like me, like he's my fucking hero.
Yes.
You know, so yeah. And what's
Yeah,
interesting
gotta
is,
leave with your wallet sometimes.
yeah, and he said, you got to watch your money. You got to watch your money, man. You got to. I
All
can't
about the
fucking
money,
do that.
man. He
I
just
can't
said it.
fucking
He
do
fucking
that
admitted
shit.
it too, man.
Yeah, he said it. He said it. And he got what's interesting. He got two other interviews that answered all the questions in the chat. The people who shitted on him, the guys who congratulated him, people who were still on the fence. I mean, all that shit is fucking amazing. Even the women who said out there, "You're making the Philippines look bad," and I told you stop dating American men. They're not shit. You know, all that shit, man. It's crazy, man. This guy is like, wow. You know, he blew my mind.
I mean, I could agree with him in many ways, honestly. In some ways, like I wouldn't get
So,
it, but
so American men can love a bachelorette show, just, just like
So you're the bachelor.
I'm the bachelor for the girls, and I start. It's hard to tell that show. At first, I said, "Oh my God, this is ridiculous. This is not normal to be in love with more than one person." If a bachelorette tries to pick some the three finalists, she hates to break up with the other two. It's because she's in love with all three. It's so hard to make that decision for one person to marry.
So would you say that you're in love with who that you're trying to determine?
Very much so.
Or you, what about the other six? Are you in love with them also?
Um, Not as much.
Not as much.
Yeah, not as much.
So there's different degrees of
Yeah,
love.
I'm facing a difficult decision between two girls.
Sounds like maybe a lot of guys would say that's a good decision.
It's a good problem.
Yeah, that's right. A good problem to
Good
have.
problem to have.
Well, Peter, let me ask you, what would you say? By the way, what is it that prompted you to leave the U.S. to go? First, you went to Costa Rica.
Easy. Us older men don't want to deal with women.
Yeah.
And when you go to a different country, the culture is different. Age doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So an older guy like me, 70, can have a beautiful girl, 18 on up. The average age is 18 till 46 or 54.
Mm-hmm.
I have a girlfriend back in Costa Rica that's 54.
Yeah.
But it's incredible, the life that I live.
What would you say to other guys back in the U.S. or maybe back in Europe? What would you, Peter?
Tell with country, any country, ever. Life is better for a retired person in a different country than the USA. USA lived all our lives. It's made up of Walmarts, fast food restaurants, and so you get bored living in the USA. And now they got a lot of problems in the political scene. It's getting to be a dangerous country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you talk about it's more dangerous than do you feel safer here in the Philippines?
110% safer here. I'll give you an example. The malls here have airport security. When you walk in the airport, they check your bags. They got the thing that you go under, like an airport.
Yeah.
And the people there have big guns, or even if they have small, all the stores. So everybody's got guns. It's more safe here. Tied up in a mall in USA, you don't get killed over here. You got security everywhere in the malls, in the different restaurants, in the malls. And when you walk in, they check your bags, just like going to airport security.
Oh my God! And you confirmed it, didn't you? You confirmed it.
yeah,
You said
yes, I did.
security is all over the goddamn place. You said they do fuck around, right?
Even in 7-Eleven.
In 7-Eleven too?
Yep.
Wow. Because I didn't know about the malls until I listened to Richie Rich Abroad channel. He was like, yeah, you go in them malls, man. You can't just up and walk in there. No, there's security sitting right then and there. You walk your ass straight in there. I think there's a metal detector and shit, or what?
Yeah, there's a metal detector.
Okay, so what do? You just walk in and walk straight through the metal detector, or they
Yeah,
actually
and they have
check it?
and they also have like a scanner with a handle, and so they check you. But it's like really, it's like a 2 second thing, and then they let you go.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, so it's not real big
Yeah,
deal, but it's 2 seconds.
yeah,
You
it's not
know,
a real
I
big
see.
deal. Yeah,
Wow, but it's the fact that it makes a person feel more comfortable that they're right there.
yeah. I actually feel more comfortable in the malls over there. I mean, I love the store, the restaurants, the cafes, the
Yeah.
McDonald's. The women, we got fucking beautiful women everywhere in the mall.
Wow.
It's just honestly, for a guy like me, it's just so easy to impregnate women in the Philippines. So I'm kind of glad that I mean, it's kind of, but yeah, that's my lust speaking. But yeah, so I'm actually glad that I'm just married with one Filipina, just to maintain my discipline.
I see. And you see how he broke down the age of consent, right?
Yeah,
I think he answered your question
yeah.
about the age of consent in the Philippines. Yeah.
Don't know why they don't do that in the USA, but they're so.
I say they're so behind. A lot of people back in the is the best in the world.
It used to be.
Yeah.
Um, when you watch Fox News, Fox News is my favorite, or CNN. They all brag about, oh, America is the best country in the world. It used to be 60s, 70s, and 80s. No more. There's problems in the USA than these other countries. It's more safe here in the Philippines or Vietnam or Bali, Indonesia. It's better here as a retired person. It's a lot cheaper to live here and you'll live good here. If you're not a millionaire like me, you'll live like a millionaire in these countries.
Wow, that's amazing. What's again? You say that you're here on a $2,000 a month budget?
Yeah. A minimum is good. You can live here on $1,500 if that's all you got, but $2,000 is good to live anywhere.
Yeah,
Greece, Italy, countries, you can find places to live cheap. Just about every country.
Yeah, and we're here once again. We're here at the IT park, and you're staying in a condo here.
Yeah.
Would you say that the condo that you're staying at is a high quality?
Yes, like being in the best part of Atlanta. The best part of Atlanta is Buckhead, Atlanta, at Lenox Square Mall. It's a park. It's a business park. So if you rent a condo there, minimum is $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month rent. Here, I only pay $340 a month rent, and I got the same atmosphere. I live in a nice area. I live in the best part of Cebu City.
Do you have security guards?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And so when the lady comes to me, I need a security guard and sign before they can enter my apartment.
So it's very secure.
Very more secure.
Peter, that's amazing, man. I think that we barely scratched the surface here. Would you like to give a shout out to my subscribers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Say hello. Say hello to the
subscribers.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, you're going to learn a lot from me because I'm going to do more interviews with you.
Hey, yeah. I appreciate it, man.
I have a lot to talk about. I understand things that a lot of people don't understand about relationships.
Well, you know what? I'm looking forward to it. And I think that everybody else is looking forward to it too, Peter. Look, man, you were great.
I'm going to be the #1 hit.
The #1 hit?
Yeah, because I have good information that I'm talking about.
Wow. Why are you not talking about it?
Because they haven't experienced what I've experienced. I've experienced every kind of relationship you can think of.
Wow. That's bold. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That is bold.
Yeah.
Because look, I have listened to a lot of Philippine channels, right? From especially guys from the States and Europe, man, or whatever, right? In Australia, let me throw them out there too. And what's interesting, man, is that they don't talk about this shit. No, they're like, it's always something, about like the red flags about the Filipinos or the type of food, where you want to go, and things like that. But he gets down, and just on one interview, to the budgeting. He got down
Hmm.
to how many women you can have. He talked about the age of consent. He talked about how many security guards. You've actually further confirmed that there was security everywhere. Am I correct? Everywhere.
Yes, sir.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Only if you live in the nice areas and uh, you stay away from the dirty parts of the neighborhood. Where there's beggars and shit.
Yeah, like stay away from the slums.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Wow. 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 And let me ask you this: when you were out there, did you rent a condo or rented a hotel or Airbnb?
Airbnb
Now,
and
Jasper in the Philippines had highly recommended three places to get your condos or your rentals at. And number one, he said, like you said, was Airbnb. Number two, Facebook Marketplace, lower amount of scams. And number three, RentPad.com. Those top three. Any other place he wouldn't recommend or just be very skeptical about because there's too many real estate scams out there.
hmm
But Airbnb, he said Airbnb they'll back the customer up 100%, right?
yeah, dude. Like you just gotta look for the 5-star ones, or even the 4.5 star is good enough too.
Okay,
Look for the
and
ones that have the best, the highest rating, and you'll get a you know. And what I usually do, I don't pay right away. I usually ask first if it's can I book this? Is this a good day? And so I send them a request. Then once they request back, they send me an invitation. Then I'll pay. Sometimes what some people do is they pay right away, and sometimes if anything can fucking happen. It gets canceled, so you gotta struggle to get your refund. Which you do, you get your refund absolutely, because Airbnb is also
they back you
a
up.
corporation. Yeah, yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. They'll back you up. Yeah.
So what are you recommending us newbies to do if we are ever on Airbnb? Is what just don't pay in advance first, just book
Yeah,
it.
don't pay in advance first. Just ask. Just send like a request first,
Okay.
and just wait for the reply. Tell them your name and what your purpose is for your visit, and then they'll send you a request, or a booking. Actually, a booking request, and then
Okay.
you reply by uh, paying confirmation.
Okay. And you're gonna pay what soon you get to the Philippines or
Oh,
what?
no, 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 no! You book it. You book it, and you basically you pay right away, basically. So, and once you get there, usually, um, you gotta be careful with the address. So you want to make sure the address is on Google Maps.
Yeah.
So what I would do is, yeah, usually they do include the address, but I would just in case, just copy and paste it on Google Maps. So, and you can put a saved star right on it, so you know where it is.
Yeah.
When you once you land, and you could um,
Bookmark it.
obviously just yeah, bookmark it. Yeah, so you can bookmark it. Ask your Uber driver know where it is. So I would be careful with some Uber drivers. Like it was a lot easier for me with my Filipina, because
You mean
she's like my translator.
well you mean Grab?
Um,
You mean Grab, right? 'Cause they don't have Uber. They do have Grab.
Grab, yeah, sorry, Grab. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, yeah, Grab. Um, but yeah, most time Grab is, you just gotta stay away from the traffic areas, because they just take forever to arrive, and you know.
I had an old school guy that told me another thing you could do is second thing besides Airbnb is book a hotel. Book the hotel and make sure the hotel has the option where they can come pick you up. So when you get to the airport, they'll have a big sign out that says, in my case, Mr. GG, right? and the guy or lady will have that sign out, and then you just simply go to them, and they take you straight to the hotel.
Okay.
You know, I don't know if you tried that before or not.
No.
Yeah, that sounds pretty classy, you know. So I was like, wow, you know. And yeah, the guy said, yeah, they had that big sign out. It would say, in my case, Mr. GG, or your case, Mr. Wolf. And then they'll go ahead and when you see the sign, you walk up to them, greet them, and they'll take you over to the vehicle, help you with your luggage, and take you straight over to the hotel. Unbelievable. Already paid for. You understand?
Yeah.
But Airbnb, because I've also heard in Airbnb, you'll run into some of the hosts on there that the images they put up there will not look like what you purchase. So how do you get around that?
Let's see. So, I mean,
Kind of
you
like
could check Google Maps. Check Google Maps first to make sure the address is correct.
I'm talking like the
And
I'm talking like the
yeah, the
inside.
pictures.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
like the
inside. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
most of them, like from my experience, they look exactly alike.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I never.
You haven't
Yeah.
ran into a catfish yet.
No, 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 no. Yeah, I mean those. Well, the cat. I mean, there's a slight chance of those happen. Chance of catfishing because they get raided. People will complain,
Yeah,
and they'll never get the opportunity to scam people again.
I see. Got you. So that's why
So
it's
yeah,
crazy low rate on Airbnb of being scammed or catfish.
yeah.
Got you.
Plus you got the protection. You get the protection from Airbnb too, so you can always report.
Got you. Okay, cool. All right, because it'll be my first time using Airbnb, and I've seen some absolutely beautiful ones up there. And I don't know. It's like when I talk to the Filipinas, and I do a screen share. You know, I get on WhatsApp, do a screen share, show them the type of ones, and they are like really fucking amazed that we can afford that shit. You know, and to us, it's cheap. Like the most nicest ones that I've seen for like 3 weeks or whatever. Right, I wanted to get whatever. They're
Yeah.
absolutely beautiful. To them, it's like you must be rich, and I'm like, no, it's just a standard price. You know, you'll find a very nice one for like about between $400 to $600. A nice one, a nice one, And but I would say the downside, I guess, to Airbnb probably is that you're not going to have that 24-hour security unless it's some type of special condo or hotel organization, right?
Well, actually, some places you do. Yeah,
Yeah,
there are some Airbnbs in a condo organization.
correct. Yeah, because see, I have one where the single mother I was going to see out there. I was going to get a house. They got houses you can actually get on it. Those houses look very, very nice. But I wanted to get something with a with a tub in it, which can be a little difficult to find. Because if I'm going that damn far away, I want to sit in the tub and fucking relax and take it all in and be in the tub for a while. I'm drinking on my Hennessy and my fucking goddamn margaritas and shit, and taking my Patron shot. I mean, that's me. And I want to take it all in, drinking my Negro Modelo, I want to take it all in, You understand? Get up, go to
Yeah.
sleep, wake up. I want to take it all in, you know. I just don't want to just take a shower only and just go in there, wash my ass, and then be done. No, I want to take it all in. So I don't know, but everybody got different expectations and everything. But yeah, he's actually breaking it down, man, and I love it, man. So yeah,
Yeah.
so at least we know the security is everywhere, depending on where you book it. Gotcha.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I don't. You said it all, man. You said it all.
Yeah. And I'm a type of person, I'm outgoing. If I like the music, I just get up and dance. I don't wait for other people to get up. I'm outgoing. I make it happen, and when people see me dancing, they want to be like me, and they get up and dance. I've met some Americans in Costa Rica. They say, "Oh my God, Pete, I want to be your friend. I want to be like you." I've got a few American friends living in different countries, like Madrid, Spain. They want to be like me.
You know what? That's amazing, man. That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's great.
Yeah, my nationality is Greek. My grandparents are from Greece.
Oh, did you know a good place to buy some Greek yogurt?
I don't know. I don't know, but
Is there Greek?
the grocery stores sell Greek yogurt.
Is there Greek yogurt? Is it really Greek? You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's imported from wherever they make Greek yogurt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't make it in Greek.
Yeah.
They just make it
There,
here.
there was a movie years ago called Zorba the Greek with Anthony Quinn.
Oh.
When he was a type of person, if he felt the music, he'd get up and dance.
Yeah.
So he taught this guy from England how to be that way. So if you love life and you feel it, you get up and dance. And you don't wait for other people. You don't be shy. You just get up and dance.
You go for it.
Yeah.
You
So
go
there's a
for it.
band from Cocoa Beach, Costa Rica that saw the way I was, and I would dance for the band called the Latin Trio Band, and I could get the people up dancing. I had that kind of energy.
You do, man. Look, for 70 years old, like you said, 70 going on 20.
And I'm into electronic dance music because I used to teach disco dancing.
Yeah.
So the next best thing is electronic dance music. So I'm into that.
Yeah.
And one time I went to an electronic dance show in Atlanta, and the young people were me because I'm an old guy and I can feel the music. And they all wanted to have my autograph.
Wow.
They all wanted to get up and dance because I got everybody up dancing at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia.
That's amazing, man. Look, Peter, it was my pleasure meeting you.
Yeah.
I'm lucky that I got the opportunity. And thank you so much for taking the time to do this. We'll plan out to do more in the future, okay?
I'm going to teach people how to stay married and not get divorced. Because 90% of the world is divorced. But after what I've experienced, I can teach everybody how to stay married and have an open relationship. Anyway, that's another day.
It's another one, man.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Peter.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Okay.
You okay over there, man?
Yeah, he's actually right.
You
So
You okay over there?
Yeah, I was just listening to what he was saying.
Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. This is Peter. Peter McDermott. Peter McDermott. That's what he said. Peter McDermott. 70 plus years old, man. And he's my hero. Shit, I was showing the other interview, but I don't want to bore you guys. So I'll probably do it another day. Might do it tomorrow or whatever. I don't know. Just depending on the weather. Here in Kansas City, we got a very bad, man. Shitload of cars piled up. When I walk out right now, if I walk out right now, I could slip and fall, man. Yeah, ice is like impeccably big out there. It's like really crazy. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I just want to tell you, man, yeah, it's a real thing out here. The ice is off the damn chain out here, man. The slick roads, piled of snow, yeah, man. My daughter doesn't have school as of today and yesterday, you know. So usually when there's a big snowstorm, ice storm like this, I usually plan on out that there's probably not going to be any school for the rest of the week, you know.
Oh,
Until
you guys got snow? Shit.
Huh?
Oh, you got snow over there?
Yeah, we got snow and ice here in Kansas City, Missouri. Yes.
Damn.
It was on the
Yeah,
news.
it's still dry up here in New England.
Yeah. Oh my God, really? Yeah, you guys are one of the top states that's one of the masters of cold. It gets really cold up there. But yeah, we got snowed in. A lot of the states here in the Midwest, yeah, they got hit, man. Kansas City Chiefs, you know, I don't know if you watch football. They got trapped, you know, I guess in Denver, Colorado, because the roads were so slick they couldn't go nowhere, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't go anywhere. You know, they seen cars sliding everywhere, man, trucks getting into fucking wrecks. Yeah. You can only put that liquid and that salt down so much, you know?
Shit.
Yeah. And so they were stuck up there for the last couple of days. I think they're back here now, you know, because I don't know if you're a football guy, but I'm a football guy, I watch football. And here in Kansas City, they're forced to just wait it out, man. They were have to wait it out. There was so many cars slide. It was like I said, it was a big wreck pile up full of cars, man. It was all on the news. 71 Highway, 435 out here. It was fucking like crazy. I-29. These are main highways out here, man. And it's pretty low, pretty fucked up out here, man. So yeah, man. But if you guys didn't get hit, man, just be thankful, man. But yeah, we got hit, man. My kid doesn't have school. I'm in the chilling in the warm weather, because usually sometimes I'll grab my phone and do my MGTOW walks and rants. But I said, man, I'm not about to fucking walk in this terrible shit and start recording. Fuck now, man. Let's do this from the comfort of where I'm at, man, in the warm weather, man, and shit with, electric Wi-Fi, heat, that and shit. So yeah, man. But yeah, man. But this was a pretty good stream. I'm gonna do another live. I don't know. I might do it tonight. Maybe do it tomorrow. I don't know. If I get my live modes, I usually do pop-ups and everything. So, anyways, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and probably get ready to close this out very shortly, man. Do you have any advice, last-minute advice you should give us for newbies like myself who want to head to Philippines, Thailand, Cambodia, or Southeast Asia, or anywhere around the world that you say we should do as far as, prior to purchasing a hotel or Airbnb, whatever, right? How to avoid romance scams. That's a big one, or any type of business scams. What do you have like any nuclear advice you can give us on some of those things real quick before you leave us?
I mean, for older dudes, you're always gonna be looked at an ATM. That's just a black pill reality. And yeah, just stick with the tourist areas like Cebu or Makati and BDC. I mean, those are basically or Davao City even, like basically safer areas as much as you can. I wouldn't really go out further unless if you have someone that's already touring there or living there in the Philippines. Um, as for the women you meet, I mean, for older dudes, they should just stick to women who are like around their age range, approximately like say 10 to 5 year age range instead of doing the 20, 30 age difference. It's just fucking insane to me, dude. It's like, um, because usually Filipinos they're into dudes who are like in their late 20s and 30s. So that's the higher standard for the Filipino. So that's why I've just kind of wrapped my mind of how these Filipinos like they don't care deal with an old guy, but hypergamy tells us otherwise. You know what I mean?
All right. Sounds pretty interesting, man. Good to tell us that information. I really, really appreciate that shit, man. Yeah, because a lot of guys out here, we don't know. We don't know what to do necessarily when we first travel. And I was taught, some of the guys also told me, some of the guys in the Philippines and Thailand said, another way to play it safe is stay around the financial districts, districts where there is money, and there's always like people coming and going, because around the financial districts or whatever, right? Philippines are trying to protect the people's best interests, you understand? But if you go outside those financial districts and go into like the province or go like, I don't know, let's say 30 minutes outside, like in Makati or some shit like that, or Rockwell or BGC, right? Then it tends to, you'll start getting, like you said, the beggars, the parents that will send the kids out. The parents will go hide, and then the parents will go hide, right? And they'll send the kids out and start asking you for money. Like I've heard of those fucked up stories too, where the parents will hide, on the side of a building. Oh, there's a foreigner right there. Go ahead and go ask him for some money. Here, I'm gonna give you this baby. Here, take this fake baby and go over there. And the little girl will go over there. I got a sick little brother or whatever, right? And they got their cousin or some shit. Can you please help us out for money? Yeah. Then you give her some money, and then, I don't know, 10, 20 other ones see that, oh, he got money, and they'll start hitting you up, right? They start chasing you down. You've been in that situation yet?
I have, yeah, but that happened only once, and I'm forever gonna learn it. But if they try that shit with me again, I'm gonna chase them down. I'll fucking record.
Oh my
I'll
God,
record their faces. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna fuck them up, man. There's
like
nothing
what?
they can do.
Like what was your
Yeah, I will
situation?
fuck.
Tell us what happened. Where were you located? What happened?
Well, there was a kid. I was in my girl's hometown, or our home city, in Tacloban City, and
Okay.
we were just walking around by the beach side, and there was this little girl. She starts. She was asking for money, or she was asking for money. Obviously, I'm like, all right, here's 1,000 pesos. So I'm like, and then she was walking away. I noticed a group of people, just sitting at a table. I'm like, fuck, you
And
know.
what, they approached you? The group of people at the table did?
No, 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 the little girl. No, it was just a little girl.
Okay. So the little girl did. You gave her 1,000 pesos, but then was there like a second round of people that started approaching you too?
No, like that. I noticed that they're just sitting at the little picnic table.
Oh, so
You
those
know.
were the people that sent
Yeah,
the
they
little
sent the
girl.
little girl. Yeah,
Wow, that's hella disrespectful. But
yeah, dude.
how did you catch on that the people done it? Rather than it be her doing it independently
I
on her.
just noticed. Like she just went to them and gave them the money.
Whoa,
Dude,
unbelievable.
I will fuck them up this time, dude. I'm fucking bulletproof, man.
Wow.
Yeah, they're not gonna. Yeah, even the kids. I'll just tell them to go away. You know, or my
Yeah,
girl. She's gonna. Well, she's gonna tell them off. So it's for my best interest.
yeah. Let her tell them off in Tagalog or Bisaya, whatever she spoke. Right?
Besides,
Yeah, Bisaya and everything. And she'll trust me. She'll handle it, man. They gotta. Some of those Filipinos can be very defensive when it comes to us, man. Like shit. Like I was watching. There's a couple Filipina channels I like. Like there's Filipina Petite. She's in the province, right? And she told me around her family, if she got a foreigner that she likes or that she's interested in, regardless of what the situation is, she said, I have my foreigners back. I said, damn. I don't care if he's in the wrong, he's in the right, I still got his back. I'm going to argue on his behalf. I'm going to support him. That's my foreigner. Right? This is a problem script. Okay. And then I watch Filipina Des. Filipina Des, that's a great channel too. And she said, most women, from my understanding, are protectors of the foreign man. If they're in the Metro Manila area, they call us a farm. You know,
hmm
a foreigner assigned to Manila. You understand? And a farm for sure. So. And I guess I talked to one, and she told me right off the jump, if my family ever come to you asking for money, I'm gonna shut that shit down. I said, really? She said, yeah. He said, because I've seen other Filipinos mess up badly and allow their family to keep asking their foreigner, which is us, for neighbors or
Yeah.
whatever. They pushed him away, they ran him off, or got into argument. Well, since he's dating you, he needs to start contributing to the family, and the guy don't want to tell me.
Yep.
Yeah. And and one thing they have to understand too, right? Because they like saving face and they have a lot of jealousy over there. And they have to understand how we operate. And I told
hmm
one Filipino what she didn't do. And I said, if you want one of us from a first world country, and you said you know family members and friends that are successful and have been with us for 10 years, 20 years, the
hmm
best advice I can give you to learn how we operate is go to them who are successful with us, sit down with them, and just get some advice to see how they operate. It's a
hmm
safe rule of thumb to kind of learn how we operate and to understand that just because we're from the first world country, it doesn't mean all of us are going to operate the same. You understand? You'll meet one guy and he's got it in his head that I need to go ahead and keep handing out money and put the family on allowance and shit and chase females and beg and plead. And then you got another guy who it's a totally different ball game. He doesn't believe in none of that shit. And I tell people on this channel, you don't lead with your wallet, you lead with yourself.
Yeah,
Okay.
dude. I actually know a guy who's married. He so he's married to a Filipina and brought her and had a kid. Years ago before this whole passport thing was a thing. So
Yeah.
I found him on TikTok. So right now he's a truck driver. Um. And so even he's obviously he's thinking about just moving his family back to the Philippines as he's doing his grind. So
Okay.
Yeah, so like,
What happened with that guy? Did he leave with his wallet?
no, they're still together. You know, I think they're still in the States, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did. Actually, I'm not gonna talk about his personal life and all that stuff. But I mean, it's just an example. Um, but yeah, I know it's a mistake to keep any foreign women in the country. It's a bad idea. Like my thing is, you have her visit, because she wants to see my family, my sister, and I can't take that away from either of them. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's just a personal thing. But for a lot of guys, you don't have to bring foreign women to US. You can just fucking go. You know?
That's exactly what the expats told me, man. They told me these exact words. Get off those goddamn dating sites. Get a ticket. Get your ass out here, man. It was just straight to the point. The expats were like, get the hell out those dating sites. Bring your ass out here. Because back on the topic of pandering, right?
Hmm.
Pandering, putting women on pedestals and shit like that out there, it's not necessarily required, right? You don't have to put a
It's
woman on
not.
a pedestal and beg her and plead her and cry like a little pussy and or they use this old school term mate guard or any shit like that, right?
No, like it still. Whenever I talk to Filipino women, even if they're customer service and all that stuff, I actually feel like I'm more empowered and I mean, no, it's not like I'm entitled, but it's like I have more control in the dynamic, um, and they're a lot easier to communicate with, unlike Western women. While like I always have to deal with all the hypocrisy and the judgments and the attacks,
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Because
hostility, man.
some guys actually forget that shit. They bring it over there, and in their mind, they believe since they have dealt with a lot of the U.S. culture, they believe, well, if this USA woman, let's say she's requiring a couple $100 to date her, a few $1,000s to date her, I need to do the same thing to this Filipino. When I first meet her, I need to start leading with my wallet, giving out thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars. But the real reality is that's not necessary. Now,
Yeah, it's not.
if you meet that
Yeah.
Filipino that's money hungry bitch, or a chick that's always got this sad sob story about
Hmm.
finances or whatever, and you
Yeah.
still leave with your wallet or whatever, right? Then yeah, you're
Yeah.
setting yourself up for a bloodbath, for failure, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and there's a lot of that shit going on out there too. And then I wanted to ask you too, what is your opinion about these dating sites? There was a guy named Life Beyond the Sea Channel, and he said, which I'm really starting to believe. He said 99% of the women on those goddamn dating sites are walking red flags. A lot of them are scammers. The scammers literally live on there now, right? Tricksters, right? All types of shit on those
That
sites.
that's a too much of a high number. I never experienced that high.
Okay,
Unless
got
if you're ugly, bald, fat, old, you know, like that motherfucker's got no fucking chance. He's always gonna get taken advantage. That's reality.
I'm talking about on the
Looks and
dating
height.
sites, right? The dating
Oh
sites.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, dude. I mean, all the fucking chads are kings in those fucking dating apps. That's one thing they don't ever talk about. They'll
Yeah.
say, "Oh yeah, it's a scam," and but once a member pays a full subscription, they don't deal with the fucking with the leftovers and the gold diggers.
You know what?
Cause they
I heard that was a rumor. That if you pay for like
no, dude. I'm an
pre-
example.
premium subscriptions, you get better quality women, right?
Yeah,
I didn't
that's legit.
really. So the ones who are
Yeah,
for
it's matchmaking. It's a matchmaking algorithm.
so the ones that are free, right? that's a toss up, right? There's a high chance you're going to run into a scammer, but if you run into those premium subscriptions or whatever, there's a higher probability they're going to get you away from the free ones and match you up with the people who actually are paid members, right?
Yeah, that have a job and does shit for a living. Absolutely.
He said has a job. He said have a job and does shit for a living, right? You know, they're not looking to scam and shit. They're literally looking for somebody. Yeah.
No, they're looking to suck cock. That's what they're looking for. You know, it's just
Yes.
that's how it is, man.
Wow. 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 Yeah. Because I don't know. I've heard it from multiple guys, man. Stay away from those dating sites, man. You know, because I've seen multiple guys who reported back, even in Brazil and Colombia too, you know, Philippines too, that they've actually got scammed on there. But I think what it boils down to, the reason they got scammed is because they're quick to lead with their wallet. I just don't understand it. I don't know, why do they figure I have to send money to this chick I've never seen. There's some of them that sent money to women that were just full blown just photos, just a picture. They've never seen this bitch on fucking goddamn video. They've never met her in person. The only thing she does is text message and everything, and then he just sends the money. He gives her his fucking bank account number. She gets, you know, Western Union or you know, MoneyGram, whatever the fuck it may be, Gcash, whatever, and he just sends the shit or whatever, right? Thousands of dollars. Like, it's fucking incredible, you know. And then she ghosts him. She ghosts him or blocks his number, pops back up 5 months, 6 months later, a year later, like nothing didn't happen, and you try to repeat the process all over again because the money went low, you know. And this is with the dating sites too. But I don't know. I kind of lean towards what they were saying, that the majority of women you are going to meet on those dating sites, right, on the free version, you know, at least from what I know, they're going to be very,
Our
very
single
lower
moms
quality,
are gonna be single moms most
or
likely.
lower qual,
Most
or
of yeah,
lower quality. Go ahead.
yeah. Yeah, just like what you said. So the free members, they're either single moms, gold diggers, or your slum chicks. But the paid ones, or some free members, like I wouldn't say all, but some free members are genuine. They do have a job.
Yes.
They just don't feel like paying it. You know. But yeah, the ones that do, they typically are a little bit older, like in their 30s. Christmas cake.
Hit the
So
wall.
it's kind of a, so it's, so it's kind of like a heads or tails situation.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 chance on the free version that you're going to run into somebody legitimate. And like I
Yeah.
said, I always tell the Filipinos to, they don't necessarily have to have a job per se, but at least a source of income to support
Hmm.
themselves. I don't care if it's investments, I don't care if it's saving, whatever the fuck. All right. And I hope it's not something like, well, I'm going to date you, but I'm going to have this other foreigner guy send me money and everything. That's going to be a pretty fucking weird situation, in my opinion. I'm dating this chick and got this dude from the U.S. sending her, I don't know, $900 a month and shit. That shit's kind of odd, you know, every month. Dude, I'm telling you, man, they got rotations of dudes. I'm telling you, man, they got. I ran into. Listen, I was on the dating site myself. I ran into lots of scammers, a lot of ghosters. Right, I ran into a lot of women. They will ghost the shit out of your ass. Right. I ran into emotionally immature women. Yeah, and this was just on some of the free dating sites. So there might be some truth to what you're saying, you know. But I did hear this. Let me throw this out there. Some people pay for certain premium versions, right? And they still got done dirty. You know, they bought land for
Yeah.
these women, and the women will take the land and take the money and not take it to the right person, and they'll just ghost it. You understand? You
Yeah.
know, because we can't legally own land in those countries or whatever. I went seen a video where this guy bought the land, and come to find out the land was owed to someone else, and she lied to him and said that the land was hers. He went and he paid for it and
I
everything.
think I
Yeah,
think you can own property, but not the land.
yeah, we can own condos. I
Yeah.
do know.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Sorry, condos. Yeah, yeah,
I do know that.
yeah,
But yeah, you
condos.
can't own any land and everything. So that's why I tell people, if I ever own a property, yeah, it'll be like in Singapore right off the gate. Yeah, I did a lot of research on that, and then Here, let me do quick. I'm gonna do a quick search real quick. Let me see if I can share my screen though. I'm gonna do a quick search on single mother rate because I did is when I let me see window. Let me see. I actually did a search one day, right, on the single mother rate, right, and let me see. Single mother rate. And I put in there, man. What is the I think it was what was the percentage of single mothers in the Philippines? What is the percentage? I did a screenshot.
Probably
Yeah,
around 70%.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. I got it. Yeah, it's a big ass fucking number, man. Check this shit out, man. Let me see if I can share this screen. I gotta share this screen.
I probably called it.
Ass number, man. You ready? See this right here? That bad boy here. 95%.
What the? That's more, dude. I underestimated, man. Shit.
Man, yes, man. According to the World Health Organization, 95% of the approximate 15 million single parents in the Philippines are women, or about 14 million. This is a significant increase in the recent years. Okay, and this is just as of 2024. Incredible.
Yeah. Thank you,
Incredible.
social media.
Here, let me go ahead and put in 25. Let's see what happens. Let me see. Okay, they don't have an update on 25, but they got 24. So we got the data. We got the data. And look at this here. Here's another one here. Look, still says 95%. 95%. So what I did,
My God.
I did the same. I did the same search for South Korea, right? Let me see. I did the same search and it was like crazy low in South Korea, and it was like I think it was a crazy low number. Let me see. Look at that shit. According to recent data, approximately 6.6% of the households in South Korea are headed by single parents, which includes single mothers with children. So, right, representing a point 1.49 million. And that what that data told me is if I ever wanted to look for a woman without kids, I would want to head there. You understand?
Yep. Yes.
If I want to look for a woman without kids, you guys, that has zero intentions of actually having any kids at all, right? I would want to probably head there. That's
Yeah. I
just
rather
my
if yeah, dude. It's like if I wanna be recreational, I just go to South Korea and just go balls deep there. You know what I mean?
yeah. This information right here, no one actually talked about. No one really talked about this shit. Okay, but this is some data. That's why it's true. That's why I said, man, I really like the pathway because they told us all day. Do your research, right? Look at the data. Look at the statistics. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. 6.6. This is in
Wow.
South Korea.
Yeah.
Oh my god! And then
Yeah.
here, here's another one. Here's another one. I did another search on this. Get this. What is what are the top countries are the safest to purchase real estate in Southeast Asia as a USA citizen? Okay.
Bro, I even tried international Bumble, the passport mode thing that they have, and I would just put myself in any country in the world, just like what kind of options I would get. So I got a lot of options in the Philippines. I got not so much in South Korea, Japan. Yeah, so like Philippines was like my best shot. Like when it comes to looks and stuff. 'Cause I guess it seems like not a lot of
Oh, you
South
talking
Korean
about
guys are looking for like
you
talking
talking about
about
as
the
far
women
as you
over
talking about
there.
as far as the women?
Yeah,
Now I was
yeah.
looking at businesses, man. Like me, I like to look into where I'm going to finance the most safest. And in Southeast
Oh
Asia,
yeah,
like I
yeah,
said,
yeah.
is where Singapore is the top country in Southeast Asia for real estate investment and is considered a safe haven. This is out of all of
Dang.
Southeast Asia. This is something to consider.
It
Okay.
is, yeah.
Singapore is known for its low crime. Remember, it is expensive there, though, right? Remember, the dollar
It
is
is.
close to like 1 to 1, man. Okay. Singapore is known
Yeah.
for its low crime rate. Real estate market. Singapore's real estate market is one of the fastest growing in the world. The property increasing 5.85% year over year
Mhm.
in 2023. It's an expat hub. Singapore is a major hub for expats with a large expat community and excellent amenities. In the financial
Yep.
center, right? Singapore has a big financial center. You understand?
Mhm. Yep.
God damn, and I just, man, this is just something like some really good information that I did just some searching for. So I wanted people to kind of actually just kind of know. So therefore, man, you don't just go to the Philippines, start corporate over money. I'm gonna buy some land out here. I mean, this is something to really fucking consider.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, just thank you for sharing this information, man. I mean, this is not a lot of guys that would consider this alternate route. They just go like first chick they fucking meet. They just go all in and then they get screwed over.
Yeah.
You know.
And listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I learned a lot of this from Jasper in the Philippines channel, man, because a lot of those guys came in there and they were honest and they said, "Look, we made a lot of these mistakes, man, and we want the newbies out here to not make the mistakes that we made." You understand? I've even had
Mhm.
other Passport Bro channels come up and they said the same thing, either on my channel or I came on there as guest and they said, "Look, we fucked up. I've lost thousands of dollars. I've ran into scam artist women, what have you, right? Got into businesses I had no business getting myself into and got screwed over." So this is what
Mhm.
we're teaching you guys before you get ready to travel or while you're traveling. This is the safe way to start this fucking research, man. You understand? What are
Yeah.
the top? I watch this. Here's another one. I'm gonna put. What are the top? Now, what are the Southeast Southeast Asian countries countries that have the lowest scam rates? Okay, let me see. Go ahead. Let's see. What's this? Southeast Asian countries that have the lowest scam rate. Here we go. Here we go. All right. It says according to
Oh.
available information, Singapore again, and I want to say this called Brunei, are generally considered to have the lowest among Southeast Asian countries due to their strong law enforcement, high standards of living, and robust regulatory frameworks that deter criminal activity.
Mhm.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. That's cool. Damn.
Let's see if we put in the top. Let's put top five. We're gonna put the top five. Let's see if we put in the top five. This is it. This is it. These are right. There you go. According to the available information, five Southeast Asian countries with the lowest scam rate are generally considered to be. These are in order, you guys. Number one, Singapore. Number two, Malaysia. Number three, Thailand. Thailand, number three. Number four, Brunei. I want to say Brunei or Brunei. Forgive me for fucking up the name. In Vietnam. Okay. But with Singapore consistently ranked as the safest and having the lowest scam rates due to its strong law enforcement and high development structure. God damn. This is something to consider, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you guys are taking your notes out. You understand? So
Yep.
before you leave or invest any money, right, you might want to tell your Filipino this too. This is something you might want to
I
share.
will.
You replay the
Oh, absolutely.
yeah.
I think she would agree
She's
to this.
she's gonna blow. It's gonna blow her mind. She's gonna be like, huh, you know. And then when you show her like the single mother rate, she's really gonna say, huh, for real. I
Yeah,
should,
dude.
yeah, I showed this shit to a Filipino I was talking to for a while, blew her mind, and she said, "I not have a USA guy that actually give me such information." I said, "You haven't? No." He said, "I said, well, can some local Filipino guys do this?" No, they call her stupid dumb woman. I said, "Damn, wow." And she said they'll actually ask questions like, "You didn't know this?" I'm like, wow. And like I tell you guys, Google's your friend. This is a
Yep.
simple Google search. What are the top 5 Southeast Asian countries that have the lowest scam rate? Something to consider. Philippines is not on that list.
It's really not, dude. There's scams everywhere in the Philippines. You know, I
Yes,
still love the country, but
yes.
there's plenty of scammers. I personally, I wouldn't really invest much money in it. Like, I just treat it as a recreational destination, you know,
Yes.
or live in it part time, like maybe under a year. But that's pretty much it, you know,
Or just visit. Or just
or just
visit, you
visit,
know.
yeah, or just
Yeah,
visit,
just
yeah,
yeah, just visit, you know, because I said to myself, if I move overseas, what's going to be my home base? And I thought about like I would probably buy some property right there in Singapore, and I'll say, okay, that'll be my spot. But then I'll go like the Philippines, stay like a month or so, and then come back to Singapore, you know, or go to Japan or Malaysia or some shit like that, Thailand or whatever. That'll be like my home base where I lay my head at. You understand? Where I got all my
yeah,
shit at, you know, or whatever, right? And then I come back, you know, to the United States probably once every 6 months, stay here for about a week or whatever, and then bring my ass back, you know. But yeah, man, I
yeah,
mean, but you know that with this, you know, but this is important information rather than just go, you know. You understand? So
yeah,
it's very, 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 very information. You understand? So yeah.
yeah.
So I don't know. So anyways, let me go ahead and stop sharing this shit, man. You know, so you guys can think it's the same. So anyway, I'm going to close this thing out, man. Thank you for coming to really appreciate it, man. And thank you guys in this chat. Let me go ahead and highlight some of the stuff that's inside of the chat here. Let's see. Let's see. All right, so we got here. We said Roger Spice said exactly, bro. The devil was and is a female. I'm sure, of course, man. And then we also got Roger Spice said 2 videos where Nairobi properties had problems and fights with customers. Right? I think we were talking about that. Prostitutes mean prostitutes. I think we already covered that earlier. We got that Mr. Dacus, Navigator. I believe we've already covered Ace. I wouldn't come back and give up the life either. Shout out to him because he was talking about Mr. Peter Modernis in that interview. We also got, he said they're probably tolerating each other with him because of his finances. Of course, yeah, we talked about that, right? Of course, those Filipinos are, but hey, 8 girlfriends and shit. You can't argue with that shit. And they're all cooperating and knows that he got to narrow down to one. I mean, shit. And then also, too, we got Mr. Doctor said, I bet the females who watched this video were mad. Of course, those bitches were. Yeah, they were very, very mad. Okay.
They
Here to
should
make
be. It's all their yeah, it's all their fucking fault.
Yes, yes. And listen, go back to that video and go to the comment section, man. That was a very good video, man. The comments say they shitted on him, but hey, now remember he has a part 2 and a part 3 recent interview in regards to the comment sections and responding to those who doubted the man and he broke it down and he said, no, I don't have I'm 70 plus years old. Why the hell My 70-plus-year-old ass is gonna get up here and lie and make some shit up, man. I'm here in the Philippines. I'm here. Shit, you know. There's a lot of guys who criticize, and they either haven't been here or they're probably going through this life that I'm going through, but they're not telling anybody this shit. They're holding it all in, you know, being selfish about it, you know.
Mm.
We got Mr. Dawkins that said, in love with equal sign. He has a favorite one. Of course, he got a favorite one, man. Shit. But he broke it down and he said that there's a possibility that you can fall in love with more than one. Yes, more than one. So yeah. And
Yeah,
also,
finally got my avatar.
you got your new avatar.
Yeah, I think I
All
uploaded.
right,
I think.
all right.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good, man. I just got to figure out how to bring you guys up on this panel. I don't know why it's not doing it, or I don't know what the fuck happened. You know, but but yeah, man. Mr. Dawkins did tell us great show. Thank you so much. I appreciate him. Put star next to you. Thank you. And Mr. Dawkins is my moderator. So yeah. And thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And also too, and I appreciate you, sir, man, for actually coming on here. Do you have some last moment words you want to say before we get the fuck out of here since we've been on here for almost 3.5 hours?
Not much, but yeah, it's just a pleasure to be here and just speak my opinions and actually listen to your knowledge and wisdom on, you know, current situation and traveling options.
You got it. Thank you. Thank you. And then also, let's end on the note. Do you think it's worth guys becoming panda bears, you know, pandering to women and putting them on very high pedestals just for female desperation of female validation? Should guys actually do that for either women in the matrix or women around the world? So we put them on very high pedestals. You're my goddess. You're my queen. Don't say this about her. Don't call her out on her bullshit, on her bad behavior. Just be quiet and deal with it. Should we deal with that? Is it worth it, Mr.
No,
Wolf? There's
hell
a lot
no,
of guys.
bro.
Yeah,
They literally just cut their own nutsack.
and take it and put
Yeah.
it inside of her purse.
Yep.
That's it. But anyway, you guys, take it easy. Thank you so much for coming to the show. I appreciate it, you guys. This is the Men's Daily Advice and Encouragement Channel. Men's Daily Advice and Encouragement Channel. My name is Mr. GG. Signing off now. Make sure you click the subscribe button. Click the like button. I really appreciate it. No matter if you're on YouTube or TikTok or Facebook, please share the video. I highly appreciate it too. Um, you guys also can share the video, talk about it, talk about this with your friends, your loved ones, things like that. Just like this man, he's going to discuss some of the things we researched though with his Filipina, you know, so they can be more financially safe, you know, to avoid as many scams as you can. And also too, we got to teach these men out here and tell them you don't have to pedestalize or become Captain Save a Ho to actually get validation from a woman. And you definitely don't have to be a dating coach or a pickup artist to spit game to a woman overseas just for you to have access to her validation, access to her vagina, and access to her attention. Or stick any poles inside of her hole. Okay? Anyways, you guys take it easy. Keep taking your daily dose of red pills. And I'm about to holler at you soon. Mr. GG, I'm out. And Mr. Wolf, if you got any future lives that's coming up on TikTok, please, I am open to be invited. Just let me know in advance, buddy, okay?
Okie dokie.
Thank you, guys. Take it easy. I am out. Peace.